Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys are doing well. It's been about a week. A whole fucking week. Hold on, where's my shit? Why have I... Oh, god damn you. Fucking VC face, please. Please. Just play nice. Oh, you've been camping out in the Harry Potter stream for days? That's, I'm sorry. I totally forgot to change that one once I decided I needed more time to fix shit and change it. Hopefully everything goes well. Hello. everybody. Hello, Oink. Hello, Tara. I saw your crazy ass messages in it. Yeah, I was trying to get shit working, because surprisingly enough, I think dealing with chat is probably the most annoying and most difficult part to kind of to try and deal with in uh in in uh in OBS. How was your night? I lost my voice screaming lyrics. Oh no. The Elder Scrolls Black Grandpa Facebook edition. Oh no. This is the game that your grandparents got you when you were like, "Oh yeah, that new Daggerfall game is pretty cool." Or that new Morrowind game looks pretty cool, Elder Scrolls, and they're like, "That's nice, dear." And then you would and then it would they'd get you Elder Scrolls Redguard because they remembered Elder Scrolls but not any of the rest of it. All right, here's hoping that this is it looks like everything's working properly. For some reason YouTube Studio is showing me that I have it's like 6 minutes into the stream and out of an hour and 13 minutes. So hopefully that's not a big thing that's going to fuck me later. That would be a little annoying. And text render on stream appears different too. It's a little bit different, yeah. So let's see. The so minor changes. So currently, because I've decided to stop using Restream because Restream started advertising and being a huge pain in the dick, and not showing shit properly. I switched over to just I switched over to a multi-stream thing called iTunes. I don't know how to pronounce it. Then but because of that, now my Twitch and YouTube chat cannot be integrated. So what I've decided is basically that I'm going to just show YouTube, because frankly I don't have that many people chatting on Twitch. I have like Doc on occasion, and that's it. So I spent a while trying to figure out how best to show both, and it was not working. So I just gave up on one. I said, "Fuck it. I'm just gonna do the other. It'll be fine. Everything will be okay." Let's see. So this also means that chat looks a little bit different on my end as well. So sometimes things might seem a little strange. I'm hoping that I can get this to look nice. I had to fucking use ChatGPT to deal with the CSS because I couldn't figure out which part of it I needed to delete at one point. So let's see. Doc will be avenged. Yes, he will. I showed up in a couple times to keep you company, but I was doing other things. Poor Steve. Yeah, I mean, I didn't do any, I didn't actually stream. Yesterday, I initially planned to stream yesterday. I made the Harry Potter one a fucking while ago. Did you see the pic of the Mother hoodie I bought? Oh, wait, hold on. Is that what it was? Oh, yes. Okay. So I meant to message to reply to you about that. I thought for some reason that it was Mother, like it was something like Earthbound. Because it was Mother in Japan. And like the rib cage tentacle thing that I thought it was something. I thought it was like one of the bosses or something. We're tiny people in your TV screen. Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm a small person in your TV screen already, so. Call Me Kevin is the owner of iTunes, and he says, "Hey, it's he says it's Atum. So I guess that's how you say it. Okay, Atum, Atum. I'm aiding him. Oh my god. Okay, so this is going to be a jank as fuck game. Things seem to be working. This means that I should be able to go. I should be able to get back to doing this regularly. I was a little bit, dude, I'm not gonna lie, my sleep schedule has taken a fucking hit since I stopped streaming. Like I thought it was bad when I stopped doing the C++ stuff, but like after stopping streaming altogether, I was like I slept like 2 or 3 times a day for like 4 hours. It's been rough. Ah, I didn't have anything to base my day around anymore, so Mother sounds so good live, just like they do in their studio recordings. Nice. That's always good. It's always a shame if they're not as good in concert. I was oh fuck. Every time I come across a live recording, a studio recording or whatever of something, I feel like I've always been disappointed by it. It's like, oh, it just doesn't sound that good. I'd rather have the studio version, especially if I'm listening online. But with some bands and do a better job live than others, I think is the best way to put it. I came home at midnight and slept 2 a.m., so I've just been looking through Kirby art book all day. That's fair. I have been, dude. It's been this past like week has been super like just I've just been dead to the world. I died to the internet for sure. It was so weird because like I started every time I was like, oh man, it's like I was going to fuck, dude. I'm like all scatterbrained right now. So like last night I was intending to stream, and then like 9:30 rolled around, and I'm like sleeping in my chair. I was like, fuck, dude, I'm so tired. And the thought of staying up another hour and a half so that I could stream, and then maybe fucking it would be and then stay up another couple hours playing a game. I was very oof oof. I decided I needed the sleep instead, and then I started feeling a little tired around noon today. I was like, this is bullshit. So I tried to take a nap, and then I ended up sleeping for 5.5 hours. I was almost falling asleep during yesterday's stream. It was weird. Maybe it's our American weather suddenly changing. Maybe. We have had to turn on the heater for the first time this year. So we're if we want to keep our lizard terrarium, not lizard terrarium, we always keep our house at exactly 69 degrees. In my for my part, it's because funny number, but also 69 degrees Fahrenheit is like a very comfortable temperature for me. And then but and it's just like we just keep it there at all times. So as soon as the weather dips below, heater on. As soon as the weather's above, AC on. It's a kinky number. There's a scrapped ability in the concept art section called Donate, where Kirby pulls out a giant syringe and forcibly exsanguinates his enemies. Oh my god. That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh my god. 69. I've lived at 74, 75 for ages. My parents will put it at 78. My parents will keep it at like 70. It's very we've always our family is Norwegian, but I don't know that word, but I suspect it's bad. If I'm not mistaken, exsanguinate is like essentially bleeding out, right? There's some incredibly cool mech designs in the book. I'll send you pics later. Dude, that sounds awesome. All right, but now that okay, so it seems like we're stable. It seems like everything's working the way it's supposed to. Once again, I apologize if anybody happens to be tuning in from Twitch, and I'm if I have both sources on my end, so I can read both chats, but only YouTube's gonna show up. So apologies in advance if anything goes crazy with that. Heads up. We're gonna go over to here. So heads up. There might be some weird audio shit with this game. I have booted this game multiple times, and it seems to work. And I've done the first fight a couple of times, but I've never actually like sat through and watched the whole thing. I had to lower the volume a lot in game. I literally I lowered the volume over to the minimum, and then I had to go into my audio mixer and like change it to like 20% of that. So if the game is too loud, that is I don't know what to say except that that is the game. I have done as much as I think I reasonably can. Seems no limit to Kirby's crimes. Nope, no limit at all. Exsanguinate is XBB. Opponents lose X life and you gain X life. Our portraits have been squished. Yes. All the portraits will be squished now. The whole thing, I'm not sure how exactly I want to have the chat. It might, I have it like this because this is how it was before, but I wasn't sure if, I don't know how best to edit it. It's really weird. Oh no! As soon as I switch over, I haven't even started the game yet. Think it's holding. Oh no. I mean, it's 2.1. It says I have 2.1% dropped frames. We dropped 1,262 frames there. Oh boy. This is going to be a little, this is going to be a little bit weird, isn't it? It's going to be some fuckery, is what it seems like. It seems like it's going to be some fuckery. It's not buffering now, but there was a good 20 seconds where it was struggling. I believe it. Yeah, that sounds about right. All right, well, let's hope it doesn't keep happening. That would be unfortunate. All right, let's try. I'm just going to immediately have it set to play windowed. And I'm going to have to edit the PC window thing. Change it to this. Let's see. Okay. It seems... Okay. It seems to be working. Oh boy, here we go. Go for the eyes. You can do it. I hope so, man. Oh, okay. How does this sound to you guys? I don't know how the rest of the game noise is gonna be, but like this is about as quiet as I can make it. Oh. Okay. No sound yet? Wait, really? Are you fucking with me? My audio mixer's showing me that you can hear it. It's low. You can hear it fine. Okay. Okay. Audio is functional. All right. Let's do this. You can hear a bit of tutuing now. Steve, do you need to turn your volume up? Yeah, so this is the quietest I can make the game, and I'm not gonna lie at all. It still is probably louder than I would have it if I was playing by myself. All right. Okay, so let's just go over the controls real quick because this is really, I think this is really funny. Forward, back, left, and right are all keyboard. It's all the keyboard arrow keys. And then use is control. I might have to change this at some point because I don't know how intuitive this will feel after an hour of play, but we'll see. Sword, I think, is like my attack button. I don't remember. MIDI dudes are very drunk. Did an MVT make the controls? It sure seems like it. I'm tempted to just, by default, switch it to WASD. But it doesn't seem... Uh-oh. Oh, no! I'm not... Alright. Well, I'm not able to change it. I was pressing W there like a punch. So we're not gonna touch it. We're just gonna play new. We're gonna do new, and we're gonna see how well we can do with these controls. All right. This is going to be the first time I've played Redguard. Now, if anybody knows anything about Redguard, it's that Bethesda itself has forgotten about Redguard. Dun 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 dun. Bethesda Softworks presents. Now, I'm not 100% on this, but I think this is the first Elder Scrolls game that actually has Todd Howard credited. I'm not 100% on that. But if that is the case... Yeah, look, project leader, Todd Howard. So this is Todd Howard's introduction to Bethesda, essentially. Because this is before... I think this is before Morrowind, but it might be after Battlespire. So I'm not 100% on what the credits look like on Battlespire, but among Elder Scrolls games, I think Battlespire is probably more forgotten than Redguard because it's just that much different, I think. We're just watching the credits, but I don't want to miss anything. I can barely read any of these names because I can't like readjust the window as far as I can tell.
It is late in the Second Era.
Oh,
A time of war.
ooh.
As the empire of Tiber Septim sweeps through the kingdoms of Tamriel in a glorious bid for conquest. Septim is opposed on all sides, but never more fiercely than by Hammerfell, the ancestral home of the Redguards.
Actually,
The
no.
High King of Hammerfell, Thasard II, resists the imperial invasions even as he sees other kingdoms crumble. Until at last, without warning and surprisingly devoid of court treachery, death takes its full measure.
Surprisingly, without
With its
court
High
treachery.
King dead, Hammerfell is crippled, plunging into a bloody civil war between the crowns, fighting for their homeland's continued sovereignty, and the forebears, who have finally accepted the Emperor's rule. The crowns, led by the heir to Thasard, Prince Ator, are continually victorious, spilling the blood of the forebears across Hammerfell's sands. From his seat of power in the port city of Stros Makai, Prince Ator slowly reunites his father's unraveled kingdom. Feeling their impending defeat, the forebears sign a pact with the Emperor, allowing him to bring his armies in, crush the crowns, and rule Hammerfell as his own.
Damn.
Tiber Septim's armies prove too much for the proud Redguard crowns. Tiber Septim sends his best commander, Lord Richten, to Stros Makai to close the grip on Prince
that's
Ator
a little weird.
and the crowns.
Oh no.
The prince rallies his forces for one last stand.
Okay.
Knowing that Hammerfell's sovereignty is
That was a little glitchy, a little bit,
the forces match the might of the Empire, meeting them in the harbor of Stros Makai for the final battle. The fighting is fierce. Lord Richten, having seen the prince's victories at sea before, decides to bring his last resource to the fore. The dragon, Nathalilagus, proud jewel of the Imperial crown.
What
Ator
the
commands his
hell?
archers to ready their weapons, but is struck down himself by Richten's assassin.
Oh
Felled by an
no.
arrow whose poison spreads too fast. Ator's wizard attempts to save the prince, but the dragon ends his magic and the crown's hope for victory.
Yo, there were
in a
dragons?
single fiery breath. Having conquered the crowns, the Emperor's forces claim rule over all of Hammerfell.
Oh shit.
Imperial garrisons are stationed at every city, and Richten himself is named provisional governor of Stros Makai. Months pass. The Redguards of Hammerfell, both proud
Dragon
and
break.
forbear, learn to live under the new imperial rule, and Tiber Septim extends his reach into the rest of Tamriel. It is only through fate that any of this will come to concern our hero, Cyrus. A Redguard who long ago left Hammerfell to wander the borderlands of the Empire.
Let's make this short.
What the
Surratt.
hell?
I've got work to do.
All you mercenaries are the same.
I leave with Duardine's men in an hour.
Oh no, I have to read this like... They're doing
You
another
should know,
language.
You got me the job.
I didn't even realize they had a different language.
The seal is broken. Yeah, I bet you were. Izara. I need a ship.
I have no idea
Money, too.
if this language is something that's actually like a conlang.
We haven't spoken in 10 years. There was trouble. I killed her husband.
Damn! I killed her husband. Well, no wonder she doesn't like you.
Hammerfell's prodigal son, Cyrus, returns to the province of his birth. He buys passage to the island of Stosmakai in the hopes of rescuing his sister.
Oh shit.
Get below is what the pilot said to the wet-eared knaves before him.
The Restless League is claiming this cargo.
Said the other with cruel clarity.
What is that guy's
Probably
deal?
wouldn't make a difference if I told you I had no time for this.
This is about Redguard armor, boy. Stand aside.
Yes, a doubtful notion it is. Piracy and politics. But there you have
What
it.
the hell?
Much for
They just
politics.
climbed aboard?
Piracy was honest work.
Don't be a hero, boy.
Where's the money in that?
And yea, verily, by his bravery they were impressed for a scant few seconds.
Okay, I think I'm gonna have to fight now. Yo, what is this loading screen? Okay, I am in control. Let's just, let's go away. Oh god, can I... That is not... Oh no.
You two dance very well. We can use a sportsman like you.
You little bastard. Oh my god. What is going on? Control. It's the control button.
Very well, but let me show the well-fucking.
Kill him. Kill him. Okay, one down. Oh my god. This is so awkward. This is so weird.
Swords forward.
Got him. Skill issue.
Cyrus, Captain. Good to see you back in command.
Please call me Brennan. You disposed of those ruffians so quickly, I had no time to retrieve my sword from my cabin.
You remind me of the parody of Shoddy in Yu-Gi-Oh! The Abridged series. Reminds me of Knights of the Old Republic with aliens speaking the same gibberish language. I wanted to play Knights of the Old Republic. I thought that would be fun to do.
One more show up.
That one pirate sounds like Joel's impression of a Danish person. Okay, I need to... I need a moment for the game to, like, chill out. Oh, I hate that fucking, like... It's really annoying. This is the furthest I've ever been in this game. I've killed those first two guys like once or twice just to see if the game worked. But it still feels so weird. Because it's like I'm turning. I can't strafe as far as I can tell. I think that's my save icon. Oh god, this is so weird. No fucking way! Scene too complex? Okay. Commands? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Can I just close this? If I just say recover. Oh no. Oh no, that's... Oh! Are you serious? Broken. Sad. Descriptions of me. What the fuck? Come on, man! Is there any way... Can I just load? If I just... I can't get rid of it. Oh, this is a terrible tragedy. See, I mouse over it and it's... Rip. This... Oh, come on. Okay. Okay, game. Man, all we did was watch cutscenes. I killed 2 guys and broke the game. I killed 2 guys and broke the game. Oh, come on. Here's hoping we can fix it, maybe? Somehow I doubt it. Somehow I doubt that it's going to get fixed. Oh, that's so frustrating. God damn it. Am I just gonna have to fucking, like, play something else? God damn. I don't even have a game to load. Oh, that's... Okay. We'll kill... I'm gonna skip the cutscenes, but I'm gonna try... I'm gonna see if like, skipping the cutscenes will let me get to whatever's next. If not, I don't know what I'm gonna have to do. Okay, we're gonna have to kill these guys. Come on.
He thinks to himself, I'm over. No, we could use that sword, but you really should have reconsidered this.
Come on.
Use that
Die.
sword like you.
Die.
We could use that sword like that.
I almost did that perfect. Okay, we're gonna...
Cyrus, Captain. Good to see you back in command.
Ah,
Please call me Brennan. Oh my god.
you disposed of those ruffians so quickly, I had no time to retrieve my sword from my cabin.
That's so.
Wah wah wee wah.
Over there.
I had no time to retrieve my sword from my cabin. Man, those pirates are not very happy with us. Can I, like, skip this somehow?
Let us move on before more show up.
I know, right? Let's move on. His sword is next to him. I saw it. I know. Okay. I bought my friend a Shadow the Hedgehog Lego figure for his birthday. I thought you guys might enjoy this information. I do. I do enjoy that information. Alright. Skip. Oh. Oh, please don't break. Please don't break. It said scene 2 complex before. Ultimate life form, yay. I'm the ultimate life form. Ugh. Oh, come on. This is all stuff that we got to. Oh, thank God!
My latest travels have brought me to Stros Makai, and no one here has seen your sister for 3 months. I hear the worst. I feel obligated to stay for a few weeks. I'll be at the Dragon Tail Inn should you return, Tobias.
Alright, so we're looking for a Tobias at the Dragon Tail Inn. But they spelled Dragon Tail like he's Dragon Tail. Alright, game description, Ragnarok. Ragnarok. There we go. Okay, we made it. Okay, dude. Holy shit. How do I have a sprint button?
Ah, sire. And how do you do?
And how do you do?
Brennan, can I have a minute?
Anything for your life, sire.
He's building it now and there's a brain Lego piece. What? Dragon Tales, let's all go to the Dragon Lands. Oh my god. Okay, so let's ask about Izara.
I am looking for my sister Izara. Perhaps you have heard of her.
I'm afraid not. Before the Empire cleaned things up, Stros Makai was a pirate haven.
I'm gonna need to turn up the voice volume, I think. Can I? Okay. Options. Sound. It's probably just under sound volume.
The pirates who attacked us spoke of a restless league. Have you heard of them?
Other captains tell me the remaining banditti have organized themselves
Banditti?
against the Empire's
Uh-oh, we're-
crackdown on smuggling and piracy.
We're dropping frames. No, not like this. Not after the game is working. Oh, not like this, man. Oh, come on. Dude, that water is, like, really fucking loud. I need to see if there's, like, a patch or something for this. This is not good. It's looking a lot like we're pressing F to pay respects. No, stream lives forever. It sure doesn't feel like it. It's dying. I'm dropping a lot of frames right now. And it's... I did my waiting. 12 years of it. In Azkaban. Hi, Rag. Is the game being mean to you? I think so. I think my stream is dying slightly. I'm not 100% sure whether it's... It doesn't... I don't know. It seems like... It seems like it's buffering a lot. Is what I'm guessing is happening. And then now it seems like we're fine? It's green again on my end. My gosh. We're 40 minutes into the stream and I've only just now gotten past the very first encounter, so hopefully this isn't emblematic of our experience with this game. That was funny. Walk modes switching between on and off really quickly. Okay. Let's ask this guy about Dragon Tail.
I'm meeting a friend at the Dragon Tail. Can you direct me?
I can't recommend it, but it's the only drink hall in this godforsaken town. Up the bridge, you see to the right, through the gate to the town square, you will see the sign.
Oh, there'll be a sign. That's convenient. Rip, I know, right? Walks into the ISP building, put his fucking internet back, Dumbledore said calmly.
How has Stros Makai fared under its new Imperial masters?
The locals are still chafing at the bit, but in time, they will come to appreciate the benefits of membership in the Empire.
Authentic Elder
That's
Scrolls
so.
experience. It sure is. All I need is for it to crash after I tab out of the game and it'll be complete.
The Empire has done well in its conquest of Hammerfell, you think?
Absolutely. No offense, but Hammerfell is in need of some law and order.
It seems the Empire has not eliminated all the pirates from Stros Makai.
Apparently so. They've become bold, attacking a ship so far into Hunding Bay. But give it time. The Empire has only been here a few months.
It's only been here a few months.
We'll talk later.
Okay, so they said at the beginning that this is the second era. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Skyrim is the beginning of the fourth era, and Oblivion, Daggerfall, and Morrowind all take place near the end of... I want to say it's like 5 years or something between Daggerfall and Morrowind, and then another like 10 between Morrowind and Oblivion. And then Oblivion is the end of the third era, is the way I understand the timeline. I'm not 100% on that, so don't quote me on it. So this predates a lot of the stuff that we would see in other games. So, can I sprint? I can run, yes, okay. We're looking for the Dragon Tail. We're looking for... It's apparently the only drink hole in this place. And there's supposed to be signs, which, oh, okay, so we can strafe. That's Garrick's goods. Somehow, that doesn't seem like it to me. Pretty sure that's accurate? Okay, that's good. Because they were talking about Tiber Septim conquering stuff. So if this is around Tiber Septim's era, that definitely predates everything that we've seen in the other games. So this is the oldest in terms of like what it represents, because I think this even predates Arena. Dragon Tail. Oh, look at that. Okay. Well, we have our quest, so we might as well just go do it, right? This is going to be an interesting perspective, I think, on Elder Scrolls, because I haven't really touched anything outside of, like, the third era. Well, third and fourth era. I mean, Skyrim, obviously. I think that's the one that everybody's played. This guy's all by himself. He's probably my contact, right? Bartender? Tobias. Yep, that's him.
Cyrus, you made it. Come here, lad.
Let's talk to our buddy.
You look good. It's been too long.
If you hadn't retired,
Mercenary likes younger men's work.
bah, he said.
That is a scary-looking Argonian. All right, we need to ask this guy about our
It
sister.
is
That's our
lucky you were
priority
here,
one.
Tobias, or I wouldn't have known Azara was in trouble. I have not been in Hammerfell since the,
I know, lad, what you mean.
Anyway, Stros Mackay has no one who could have reached me. Thank you.
I sent a letter some weeks ago, Cyrus. I fear things have gotten worse for your sister since.
That's not good. Worse for my sister?
What do
Explain?
you mean worse? What more do you know about Azara?
Nothing more than my letter has described. That she is gone and no one knows where. Just a bad feeling that's grown worse with the wait. The governor has not been merciful with the crowns that survived the battle. I hear his dragon's belly is full of the overloud, and that many died later in the burning of the old quarter.
The burning of the old quarter?
What happened to the old quarter?
The crowns fled ashore there after the battle. It was their last stand. The governor sent his dragon, and it was done.
Was Azara there?
That section of town is closed off. No one I've talked to knows if she was there or not.
Ooh, that's not good. I think it's interesting that they just have a dragon. Like, they're just like, fuck it, there's a dragon here. And it's like not even, it's not considered like a really strange thing or an insane thing. Like, oh my god, it's this huge beast that breathes fire. It's just matter of fact, oh, by the way, there's a dragon. Like, what is this, Game of Thrones?
Where's the dragon now?
It's disappeared too. Some say it has returned to the Imperial province. Others say the governor keeps it well paid and fed in the catacombs below the palace.
Catacombs?
Is there another way into the catacombs?
There is the traditional way.
Imagine that I laughed. Secret entrance, maybe?
Maybe. I don't know.
There's the traditional way. Yeah, you can walk in the front door, idiot. You moron. Let's ask about the letter.
How did you know where to reach me, Tobias? Our paths parted so long ago.
I didn't send it to you directly. I knew that damn cat was probably still getting you into trouble, even to this day. Srathra seemed the likely solution. And through the channels I'd heard, he'd made Wayrest his port of late.
I think it's interesting that... So, Wayrest. If I'm not mistaken, Wayrest was... in the... kind of the crux... Or what is it called? Oh, I'm blanking on what you would call it. It's I think I remember where Wayrest was in Daggerfall. I think it's in. I'm curious how long was the Second Era? How like what? I'm probably gonna look that up once I get closer to the end of stream.
He's moved from the throne seekers of the old empire to the lesser lords of High Rock, still playing them to his benefit, raking in the gold on all fronts.
I like
I
Srathra.
thought that Septim had solidified the Britons.
As much as the Witchmen will. There is
Witchmen?
still a lot of money to be made in the drawing of borders before the provincial laws dry completely.
That is an
Mercenaries are
interesting
in
thing.
great
I don't think
demand
I've
right
ever
now,
heard Bretons
as are
described
fixers
as
like our
witchmen.
cat friend.
That's so cool.
It still stinks so.
To hear.
I think I will go see him when I leave. It's been too long.
Hell yeah, dude. All right, who knew Izara? Who else can I talk to?
Knew of Azara?
I did not question many for fear of ill allegiance. So I went to the temple to ask of her. For the brothers of RK are neutral in mortal affairs.
Ooh, okay.
There, Brother Niddle told me that Izara had vanished, and set me on the road of writing you. Also, Dreekius here knew that she was missing too.
What can you tell me about Azara?
She frequented this establishment much before the battle in Hunding Bay. Less after, of course.
Of course.
She was a fervent one, your nestling, who hated the Empire not in hushed tones.
Ah,
Reputation
the Empire
disappeared
disappeared
for a
her.
while.
She disappeared 3 months ago.
No, I'm talking about before that. right after the battle. Many crowns had scattered in the wake then, hiding where they could. I didn't see her for several days following. But then she showed up, needing a drink and rambling, tense on some decision.
What then?
The
Oh,
Imperials
dude.
came and I let her out through the back. I haven't seen her since.
Okay, so Drekius, I assume, is the bartender, but that, so he's a homie. He's with us, and if the Imperials are fucking with my family, you know, then that's a problem. You know, like in Oblivion, it's like everything is super pro Empire, and then like I think in most of the other games, the Empire is not really seen as the good guys. It's like Daggerfall, they're good. Oblivion are not good, but like they're not. They aren't portrayed as like the bad guys. It's weird. It's interesting.
So the priests are still safe from being conquered.
Be that as it may, the temple is quite empty of priests, save for Brother Niddle. It seems some of their ranks have disappeared also.
I'm noticing a theme. Where did you hear that?
Niddle told me Brother Catral vanished around the same time as your sister, and that they knew each other.
Oh, okay. Okay. So the Empire seems to be disappearing dissidents. Which, honestly, not surprised. Everything I've heard about Tiber Septim is that he was a vicious conqueror, and that, like, his followers seem to really like him, but his enemies see him as kind of, you know, it's like any empire, right? If you're in the Empire, it's like, yo, this guy is awesome. He's like doing all this good shit for us. And if you're not, then it's like, what the fuck, dude? You're stealing my shit.
So I can count Brother Niddle as an ally then?
On my word, he was most helpful, but he seemed to be holding something back.
I wouldn't consider paranoia a bad character trait in Stros Makai these days. Besides, you're so ugly.
That was it. He may open up to you more, being Azara's brother and half as hard to look at.
I love that he just takes it in stride. That's like, it's like, yeah, you know, he might like you more if since you're like closer to her and not as ugly as I am. I wish the Empire had been a jungle instead of a normal ass forest. Yeah, because that's how it was described. But that said, I still like the way Oblivion portrayed it. Like, it's not accurate, but it is like comfy. But then I also played Oblivion when I was a kid. It was like my first Elder Scrolls game, so I'm partial to it. I'll chalk that up to rose-tinted goggles.
Tell me about the temple.
The head priest, a Brother Niddle, was very helpful in regards to Azara. He seemed to know her well, and shared my concern over her disappearance. He is worth an interview.
Alright, where's the temple then?
I saw it across the plaza.
Okay. Wow, that entire thing, all of those dialogue options were just me talking about Azara. Okay, let's go to, let's talk to him about the League.
Restless League, Captain?
Where did you hear that name?
They attacked the ship that gave me passage.
Speak of it but in a whisper, and not too often. The governor is searching the surrounding waters for them, and will see them broken and piked if he has his way. The League has survived the death of the Crown Prince, and resists his enemies still. But they are few, and going fewer from what I hear, and have been reduced to brigandry these days. Not far from the lives we led not too long ago, eh?
The lives we led? Were we pirates?
Bold are these brigands, the Restless League, to attack a ship in the very harbor.
They must be running low on provisions to act so desperately. They have been ghosts of late, and this appearance is their first since I've been here.
How do you know about them then?
They ran the Iliac before the war. Our lanes have crossed.
But after the occupation, they've stayed relatively scarce.
Yes, which is why their attack on you is so troubling. No one knew of your impending arrival?
Nobody but Seraphra. Would it matter?
I'm not sure.
Ooh, that's interesting. It's concerning that they attacked us after this whole thing. Are we gonna be the chosen one? Is that what it's gonna be? Let's see.
We were never brigands when I served under you, Captain. Only mercenaries.
Tell that to those on the other end of the sword, lad. You see more of yourself in the men of the Restless League than you'd care to admit, I'd wager.
They're knaves with their eyes on Providence, nothing more. My sword's never been dressed for diplomacy. Give me gold for a throat, the throat for a slight, and I'm well. Give me a well-paying war.
War is the continuation of politics. That's it, right?
You quote Hunding like a Redguard, Tobias.
Political power grows along the blade of a sword.
Okay, okay.
Is that like a
drink
book
to
that
the
I can read?
Redguard.
So is this pre-Morrowind? Yes. This is pre everything else as far as I can tell. Because they said it was second era. I'm not gonna lie though. I was kind of under the impression that Tiber Septim was like first era or something, but maybe the first era is the Merethic era.
I see you still remember your childhood heroes, even if you've dismissed the homeland.
Hunding is a universal wellspring.
Be resolute, fear no sacrifice, and surmount every difficulty to win victory.
See? Anyone could admire that.
Damn straight. I
Tell
don't
me
even know
that
who this
your
Hunding
Redguard
guy is.
heart didn't buckle when you saw his statue at port.
Crandar Hunding is a great hero to Hammerfell, I'll admit, and even a little to myself. Hail the great founder and all that nonsense. But it's an ill plan to try and trigger the homeland tug through the invocation of Hunding, Tobias.
Really?
Don't forget, he left his homeland too, and never looked back.
I wonder if this game is using the creative
Because
engine.
it fell
It
into
might
the sea,
be.
you dolt.
It might be. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know anything really about this game. It's so different from the other ones.
What brought you to Stros Makai?
War and the rumors of war. Every merchant that's near and seaworthy
Is
has come to
it
Stros
weird that I
Makai
really
in the
enjoy
wake of recent
just
events.
listening to the conversations these guys
Either in
have?
the service of the provisional governor or to fill the sea lines that Septim has shattered, and that the crowns can run no more. I thought I might profit from a visit, but it has brought naught but sorrow and the sign of darker days. I fear I shall be leaving none too soon.
Leaving?
You are leaving, Captain? When? And where?
I like how
for?
it's got voice dialogue.
At
I
sunset, if
I
all
do
goes
too.
well, and as for where, whither I will. Stros Makai is not for me.
But I thought you might help me.
The Imperials have been asking about yours truly around the docks lately. I fear my inquiries into Izara's disappearance have interested them in all the wrong ways. I will help you as I can.
Dude has
through
to flee the
course of this
country.
day, but after that I must be done with it. I'm too old for an Imperial prison.
It won't come to that.
You haven't been here long enough. My ship is ready to leave at sundown, but don't worry. I'll be here until then to help you along if you need it. A lot can transpire in a day. We will see each other again.
Interesting. I like how it has voice dialogue. Morrowind was lacking that, if I recall. It was, but it seemed Morrowind also had way more NPCs that you could talk to, and you could talk to them about a lot of different things. It's one of the big trade-offs, right? Like, you can either have lots of in-depth dialogue or kind of key dialogue that is voiced. The way that, but it seems like they decided that the voice dialogue was the way to go for Elder Scrolls down the line, because Oblivion does it, Skyrim does it, and I imagine, well, I mean, every Bethesda game does it, right? Fallout, every single one since Fallout 3 has done it. You know, so that's kind of the whole thing. First era is after Merethic, and then starts when Alessia overthrew the alien elves and created the first empire. Ugh. You know a lot about Elder Scrolls lore. Or did you just Google that? I don't know. A young player on Morrowind, the lack of voice dialogue was the most annoying, and text blocks. What's the lizard thing he's got, and who's beeping at me? I don't know about beeping. The lizard is he's our homie, Drekius, from what I can tell.
Since when were you a merchant, Tobias?
The fight left me after our little foray into Morrowind. It's been sweet commerce ever since.
I kind of want to... Oh, God, this is making me want to play Arena, in a way. Because because Arena, if I'm not mistaken, is basically, like, you go all over Tamriel, and it's like, there's, like, one or two of the quest items in each area, in each continent, or not continent, in each country of the continent. So it's like you go to, Ash Mountain, I believe. In Morrowind, you have to go to Labyrinthian. In Skyrim, is it Direni Tower in High Rock? I don't remember. I've watched like 100 hours of lore vids and shit. Yeah, relatable. I hear some beeping, and it was not my Russian nuclear strike alarm. Ugh. I don't know what. I don't think it's on me, but it might be. I guess I don't hear any beeping.
I've not returned to Morrowind since then.
Who'd want to? All that ash and fire. Those dark elves can keep their curse.
Don't forget the bugs.
Which reminds me, Governor Richten has a little sting of his own from those parts. His lieutenant is a dark elf. Watch out for that one. Always close by the governor, hiding in his shadow.
Ooh.
Which means he's got plenty of room to maneuver.
Dark elf.
I'd welcome another chance at the Dark Elves. I've still got scars.
Watch yourself.
He's got beef with the Dark Elves, dude. Dragon tail.
Is it safe to talk here?
As safe as any, and the ale is good. Drekius can be trusted as much as any walking lizard can be. It might get a little.
Is it just me, or does that seem a little bit racist?
But I'll be here until I leave.
Fucking walking lizards. I'm gonna ask this guy about Drekius right in front of him.
The barkeep is a long way from Black Marsh, isn't he? Drekius is his name?
That's right, and it's kept me good company in my wait for you.
It?
Trust it well after I leave.
What?
Knows this island and all who live here. But don't
He's
bother
just
asking
referring to
about
the lizard as it.
'cause I already have.
The eye?
Drekius knows of the Eye of Argonia?
It's got the skin for it, wouldn't you say? I'll find the thing yet, and before you, if I get my way.
Another soft skin with dreams of the priceless king's jewel of ancient Black Marsh. You look this sort too, all sword and swagger. Tobias, he describes you well.
Aye, but Cyrus here must save that adventure for another day. He's got a sister to find. I've told him that you will help him after I depart. Lizard.
He's just fucking,
So mark
like...
me well.
Whatever you say.
He's got a sister to find. He's just fucking, like... just making fun of him for not being able to say S is very good. The lizard is the bartender? Yeah, that's Drekius. I thought he was taxidermied and wearing a bowler. No, that's our friend Drekius.
Do you think Azara chose sides in the Civil War, and that is why she has disappeared?
Probably.
Your family's always been partisan, lad, since your early days in Sentinel. I ventured she still held her old allegiances, even if you haven't. Few crowns in Strosmakai survived the battle with the Imperials, but I know Azara was one of them.
How?
Hearing of the defeat of the crowns caused me much concern. When I arrived, I searched for word of Azara's safety. The only ones here who knew of her said that she had disappeared shortly after the Imperials landed.
Really?
I see the harbor is already arrayed in the flags of the Emperor, and that his men walk the streets as if born to them.
Strosmakai's a dangerous port these days. There's an empire to be built, you know, and Tiber Septim shows no sign of slowing its increase from here to the edge of the world map. High Rock's border kings bent knee to the Cyrodiil long ago. Even my father's fair Skyrim is adorned with
Oh, he's a
flags of
Nord.
red dragons and
I don't know why I didn't assume that,
We're
given that he's
entering a
blonde-haired,
new
blue-eyed.
era, I fear, with Septim's name writ long and wide upon it.
Holy shit. That opened up a lot of different things.
Any kind words for our new Emperor?
He is good at what he does, and sees the holes lesser men leave wide. No offense to your Prince Ator, of course.
Hammerfell's problems are her own. I was only asking if Septim was the tyrant they say.
Of course he is. Tyranny means never having to say you're sorry. But Izara's fate has nothing to do with the Emperor, I'm sure. Look to the Provisional Governor if you suspect Imperial entanglements. He's the real tyrant around here.
Interesting. Okay, so based on that, it sounds like the opinion of Tiber Septim is positive, even if not positive necessarily, but it's not like Tiber Septim himself isn't who our friend Tobias is blaming for the disappearance of our sister. It's weird. Like, I guess it makes sense that the highest seat in the Empire wouldn't really concern himself with a minor dissident, but oh, this is so interesting to me. Because, okay, so obviously Tiber Septim is a tyrant. He's a conqueror. He's an emperor. That is as tyrannical as it gets. He's not. Nobody voted for Tiber Septim. But it doesn't seem like Tobias doesn't seem like a diehard Imperial or Empire Empire fanboy or anything like that. He's just kind of he doesn't really seem to be concerned about Tiber Septim himself. It's interesting. I like this.
How long were you in Wayrest, Cyrus?
Long enough to piss off the locals.
Lol.
A bay ride from Sentinel. Close enough for you to hear about Prince Ator, then.
Yes, of late the criers are tripping over each other. There's so much to report of the blistery south.
And you've listened to it all, I'm sure.
Fine, recount all word of Prince Ator that I have shamefully ignored.
When his father died and the capital of Sentinel was taken over by the Forebears, the prince fled back here to his ancestral home of Strosmakai. After rallying the crowns to his stead, he made for the throne again and had it near. That's when the Empire came.
Ooh.
Through a forebear truce which no one expected. Again, the prince was forced back to Strosmakai, which he died defending. He will not long be forgotten. Lizard, another drink?
Just casual racism to the fucking Argonians, even... I think it's so funny that the beast races have so many people who are just racist to them for no reason. Like, it seems kind of funny, just randomly, yeah. By the way, lizard, they made fun of Sarathra and said that he stinks. Racism was popular in them days. I guess so. I mean, it's popular in the Third Era as well.
What were the terms of the forebear truce?
Originally, the Empire was to lend its armies to the Forebear cause in return for a swath of holding titles along the southeast border. But when Baron Volag disappeared during the arse end of the war, all bets were off. A new treaty was formed, which garrisoned those Imperial armies in the cities.
Until such a time as the native rulership can see fit to reinstate itself safely on its rightful throne.
Something like that, yes, sir.
Something like that, yeah. I think so. I noticed this when he was talking about it before. He said that the crowns of High Rock had bowed to. He said the Cyrodiil. I'm curious whether Cyrodiil means something, or if it was just like an awkward writing.
Septim's no Cyrodiil from what I've heard, though he ruled their remnants and rebuilds their empire. He's something worse or greater, depending on your disposition to
So
the
what
center
is the
stone.
Cyrodiil?
If he has no blood tie to the Cyrodiil throne, then how did he make it his?
Come on. For the last 400 years, the petty kings of Cyrodiil have been squabbling over the title of Emperor, all claiming forebearance. Imperial throne's blood's thinner than a sea dream and half as wet. Tiber Septim took the throne as he took your peoples.
Hail the new conqueror.
There's a good little subject.
There's a good little subject. He's just like, yeah, you're a good little subject.
You used to hire out to those petty kings, did you not?
20 years ago, maybe, when the whole heart of Tamriel was in chaos. I could admire Tiber Septim insofar that he has managed to consolidate the rags and tatters that bickered there then.
No empire is a good thing, Captain.
There's a Redguard for you.
There's a Redguard for you. The Combine Citadel from Half-Life 2, maybe? I doubt it. I don't think that's what the Cyrodiil is.
So the Nord kings have submitted to Tiber Septim too.
They do not worry over much. They have outlasted empires before, and this conquest will be no different. Hammerfell has been the bloodiest invasion of current record, and by comparison, Skyrim's occupation seemed like a ballet.
Seems like Skyrim kind of just fell over and took and joined the Empire pretty quickly. Straight out of Cyrodiil. Could be like a structure of some power or some tower. Maybe. I'm curious why. I'm so curious. Because, like, I feel like it would have been written as the Cyrodiilian crowns, which I would assume is referring to, like, the cities of, like, Bruma, Bravil, oh god, there's so many of them. Kvatch, Anvil, hold on, Anvil, Kvatch. I'm trying to go, like, westward, but I don't remember all of them. Leowin, Bruma, oh god, how... I can't remember them all. Damn it. I need to play Oblivion again, obviously. But I think those are the crowns, the petty kings, I assume, before they became... They're probably closer to duchies in Oblivion. Like, I don't think they're called... They're not called duchies. They're not called kingdoms. They're also really small, so I guess it kind of makes sense. Battle?
Do you know if Azara fought in the Battle of Stros Makai?
My investigations were limited, I'll admit. If she fought, I can't say. But I would guess that she did. The battle was the penultra of the crowns, and all who subscribed to the name no doubt took up arms. While most of them were slain at sea, others have been taken prisoner by the governor.
Tell me about the provisional governor, Captain.
When I arrived, his soldiers showed me the finer points of Richten's new docking tax, and scoured my ship for leaguesmen. I must say he's a bit of an asshole. You'd better watch yourself around him.
So why aren't you in jail?
Meaning why aren't said soldiers in little boxes at the foot of the palace gate? Because I didn't come to port to get myself in trouble, but to get your sister out.
Should I look into seeing this governor then?
That's what I'd look, laddie.
That's what I'd look, laddie. I think it's interesting that, oh god, I keep saying that. There's so many things that I think are interesting about this game. Because it's just a different perspective on the world. But like, so the provisional governor, when he mentioned him before, he said that he's the real tyrant around here. I think is a quote from this dude. Because I guess the governor is probably, I mean, he's like a petty tyrant, right? Like, Tiber Septim is, like, obviously trying to conquer everything, but, like, this provisional governor is probably more of an immediate dickhead of concern.
Could she be in jail?
I haven't exactly knocked on the door to find out. That's your job now. But I know the jail's off limits to non-Imperials. Now, read no visitors whatsoever.
We'll see about that.
Non-Imperials. So, were Imperials a race in this game? That's kind of my question, because I don't believe Imperials had their own racial classification until Oblivion, right? I know you couldn't choose to be from the Imperial City in Daggerfall, but you could choose, like, Black Marsh, elsewhere, any of the other countries. Could you choose to be an Imperial in Morrowind? I don't think so. I don't remember.
Imperial expansion has been feared for years. Why wasn't Hammerfell better prepared?
Factional squabbles, divided councils, miscalculations. Crowns lost heart when they lost the capital. Forebears lost their heads completely when they welcomed the Empire's friendship and aid.
So the Empire played the forebears pretty well, eh?
What else is a visionary with an open invitation to do? The forebears are having futile second thoughts now, no doubt. Probably why they're so bitter and driven to bar brawls.
Holy shit, dude, we never run out of topics to talk about with this guy. In Panzer Dragoon Saga, the Imperials were a crazy army with a huge lust for power. That tends to be how empires are portrayed.
What of the crowns?
Not too many left around here. The few that are don't admit it to just anyone. Talk to Siona, a friend of mine. You may have seen her down by the docks. Tell her I sent you, so she'll know you're no Imperial stoolie. She may be able to help you.
Okay, so we have a new person we can talk to, Siona. I wonder how much of this game is going to be talking versus how much of this game is going to be me, like, actually going to places and having to fight. I'm not going to lie, the less fighting I have to do is probably the better. But it seems like I can save whenever I want, so...
How have the forebears fared under Septim's rule?
The throne of Sentinel is kept warm by another Imperial governor. That should be indication enough.
Interesting. Talk is good unless you're talking with your sword. True.
How is the city of Sentinel? I never returned.
For long my men plied the Iliac, and Sentinel was along the run. That's how I came to know that Izara moved from there to here. I kept up with her for your sake. If even it were a dream to think anything would come of it. When Volag's purge ignited through the north, I went there seeking to help her. But she was already gone. Later, I learned she'd come to Stros Makai.
Dude, it's like every topic we complete, another one pops up, another two pop up.
What was Volag's purge?
When Fassad died, Baron Volag led the Forebears into an uprising for control of the capital. All crowns were forced to leave Sentinel after that first massacre. Your sister was among those that followed the prince here to Stros Makai to plan the counterattack. I swear, Cyrus, are you always such a lame brain when it comes to word of recent Hammerfell?
I've come to cultivate a certain indifference about the homeland.
And this is a good thing?
So his character is in question. Again.
She was your sister, Cyrus.
I was probably miles away.
A proximity often and on purpose, I'd suspect. Yeah, well, you're here now.
Oh my god! I thought maybe this would be the last one. Alright, tell me about Facade.
The second, so storied in song, it was unwise to invest the Republic on one man.
The forebears are over there, Cyrus, if you want the company to match the sentiment.
No, it's just... I mean, he was dying when I was still a young kid. We Redguards were only waiting for it to happen. My father kept his profession in one hand and a whetstone in the other. We knew that civil war would come. If Facade was so great, why didn't he do more in his life to protect the kingdom after his death?
Some things have to be left for the son.
I don't think I really understand that. Like, I guess that he could maybe have, like, prepared things and set things in motion that would have prepared Hammerfell better for his death. But that's still, like, that seems like you'd have to be, like, 5-dimensional chess.
The head of the forebears is a subject of the Empire now.
Or subject to the Empire's execution, from speak of it. He disappeared the day Stros Mackay was taken, and Sentinel lay in a similar state. Provisional governors rule both cities now.
Oh my god, we finally exhausted all of the dialogue.
I'll be back. If you're not here, thanks for everything. And good luck.
Just find your sister and get out of here. And send word through Stratra. Go on, you'll do fine.
Oh my
What
god.
will it be, traveler?
Okay. We need to drop a save, because that was a lot of dialogue to... I'm gonna kill myself. I'm going to kill myself. Ah! Oh my god, dude. I can't fucking believe that. I didn't even press the button more than once. It's just fucking double pressing, and I just closed the game. Ah! No, it didn't crash. I just closed it. Oh my god. Where the fuck are you, PC window, you piece of shit fucking... Oh! Oh my god. Wait. Hold on. Did it autosave when I closed the dialogue?
What's new, laddie?
Hello, Cap.
Oh my god, I don't have to kill myself!
I'll be back. If you're not here,
Oh my god! I got lucky and it autosaved!
good luck.
Just find your sister and get out of here. And send word through Stratra.
Oh my god!
You'll do fine.
I would never have expected this game to
What will it
autosave.
be, traveler?
Alright, let's do this really slowly and really carefully. I want a manual save. We go save. Game description. Just talked to the homie. I don't have to... That's something so funny to say. I don't have to kill myself. It is kind of funny to say, I think. Oh my god. Okay, so it's just a regular dude. That's a regular dude. What about the guy in green? Okay. These are all just labeled as
Excuse me?
man.
Hey, looky, Zagu. A crown from out of hiding.
That's so, hey, Crown. Be good and bring us another round, eh?
I hear you crowns think you're real brave dagger lads. Want to test yourself against a real swordsman?
I'm sick of chit-chat, little crown boy. Pull that blade out if you know how, or leave me alone.
Well, I'm not gonna take that laying down.
Stand and draw then, gentlemen.
Take him, boys.
Take him, boys. All right. Let's just kill a few people, I suppose.
Kill him. Gentlemen,
He's done for. He's done for. Fair strike. Give him quick. Ooh, careful. Through the.
I.
Just clean the place.
Oh, don't kill me.
Oh, don't kill me.
Keep away from me, lad. Spill my ale, and you'll regret it. Come on, sire.
Break it, you'll pay for it.
Break it, you pay for it.
Point up, lad, and move him.
Hell's blood.
There's different combos based on what arrows you're pressing.
Haven't you people anything else to do?
Getting old and slow, mate.
You crowns, get circling
Am I
down.
tripping, or do I just take a?
Let it land
Do I just have like infinite health?
Pick on someone your own size.
What about that, dickheads? Is the candle not my health? Do I just have infinite health? I feel like I took a lot of hits there. Alright, fucknuts. You want to talk shit? Oh, I could just pick another fight with them. Alright, well, let's go to the temple, I guess. Did anyone actually die? No, I knocked them down. I defeated them. I defeated them instead of killing them. I hate that little, like, fucking... So apparently the temple was supposed to be across the way. I think he said it was across the plaza. Without spilling a drop of blood. Correct. Let's see. Is this... This looks like a... Oh, that's the Mages Guild. Okay. Cool. That sound sounded like a bite rate corruption.
Stranger.
What the fuck was... What was... Holy shit! I hated that voice. I don't know who did that, but I hate it. Temple of Archay. Okay, let's enter the Temple of Archay. Well, that's stranger. Ooh. Oh. Okay, I thought the game was crashing. You come across the Guild of the Gays. Oh. Oh, I need to get out of here as soon as possible. Can I talk to the man?
Hello, brother. I'm Cyrus, recent to this shore.
Brother Niddle, good son. Welcome to the Temple of Archay.
Oh no, his fucking voice is awful. What is going on? What let's see. We don't need... Well, I mean, we need 2 points of healing.
Can you heal me, brother Niddle?
Please forgive the formalities, but the governor has levied a temple tax of 25 gold for any magical services rendered, healing or otherwise.
I don't know what the deal is with this guy's, Yeah, no, never mind.
Forget it.
I am truly sorry, but I cannot help you then.
No, it's cool, man. I understand. Let's ask him about Izara, I think. Actually, no. Let's ask him about Izara last. Why temple
Why the
task?
temple tax?
Just another of Richten's rules,
Rickton sounds like a dick.
along with several other solutions to the burden of empire.
What can you tell me about the governor?
Why are the... Oh no, the voices are corrupted in here. That's not good.
Richten threatened to raise the temple when I refused to have hand over the wounded of Prince Ator, who had survived the battle. I assure
Looking
him
like Captain Picard.
even his emperor could not defy divine law. Nevertheless, the wounded under my care were healed only to be thrown into the catacombs thereafter.
It's a bite rate curse. It might be.
What of Prince Ator?
He was lost at sea, my boy. That is all I know. And that it was rumored that Izara knew him personally.
Okay. So, Izara... okay, so I think what I should probably do from here on is just top to bottom with all discussion, because I think that's the way the conversation is supposed to flow.
So my sister knew the prince then?
Leave that alone, boy. That was but a rumor.
Did my sister fight in the Battle of Stros-Makai?
No, she was never part of the military. She could have been, though. She was good with a sword, I hear.
You hear? I don't like that you tacked that on at the end. That makes it sound like you know a little bit more than you're letting on.
What is the divine law?
Britain wanted to rescind the crown's right to sanctuary while they were wounded, or to desecrate the bodies of the enemy dead before I gave them their last rites.
So are we on a quest to find his sister? Yep, that's our whole reason for being in Hammerfell right now. Is to figure out what the fuck happened to our sister.
So Ator's men are in the catacombs then?
Either that, or they are fruit for the necromancer. It is somehow appropriate that Richten deals with that nefarious slug.
Ooh, there's a necromancer. Oh, please, DOSBox.
What happened to the bodies of Ator's men after the last rites?
Food for the dragon, more than likely. But at least their souls are safe from the necromancer.
Are you sure about that? She became a hoe and lived in the shadows. Some things are best left not found. Oh, no. I don't know, man. If I had a sister and it turned out she turned into a hoe, I'd rather know than not, you know?
The Imperials have a dragon?
Its name is Nafal-Largus.
Nafal-Largus.
Catacombs, or so I have heard.
Nafal-Largus.
It has not been seen in the skies since the battle, so maybe Richten is lying about it still being around.
I wonder if Nafal-Largus... It doesn't seem like it follows the naming convention of the dragons that we see in Skyrim. So I wonder what the lore is now. Because surely they've retroactively changed some of it, right? The hoedom may spread and she may convince you to join an OnlyFans with her. With your sister? That's bold. That's bold. I would not say that that is a thing that that would be common, at least.
What about this necromancer?
Nagasta has been here long, manifest in Thassad's good rule. Ator had kept his wretchedness at bay,
Nagasta.
But now, with the prince gone, he has cursed the land.
Interesting.
How has Nagasta cursed the land?
The very soil of Stros-Makai is cursed. Nagasta has become very powerful, and has weaved a soul snare across the island. Any who die must quickly have their last rites performed before their souls become his to claim.
That's actually super powerful, it sounds like. It's the way he's described it here, it sounds like he's, it's a, what is it called? A soul trap, but across the entire island. And it's like, if you don't get your last rites from another temple within, like, whatever the time period is, like, maybe it's like an hour, maybe it's a day. But if you don't get it, then you just get soul trapped. That would suck.
My sister Izara has been missing for near 3 months. Perhaps you have heard of her?
I knew her well, actually. But she never mentioned having a brother. She was a fiery sort, as I'm sure you know, and her Redguard blood did not fare well under Imperial rule. She is not the only nationalist who has disappeared since the governor claimed the city. There have been others.
He knew her well. Oh no. Klingon death ritual type thing? Maybe. I have actually never seen... I don't think I've ever watched a full episode of Star Trek. I watched one of the movies, I want to say. But it was like a newer movie, and I remember looking online and it being not popular. I don't remember which one it was, though. This would have been, like, forever ago.
What others have disappeared?
Brother Kitral, my initiate and good friend, for one. He was an outspoken man and a Crown sympathizer. He was enamored of your sister, I must say, and took to her Crown propaganda readily.
Ooh, Crown propaganda. Couldn't stand the woke trek. I don't remember which one it was, so...
Are you a follower of R.K., Cyrus?
Me? No. Well, not in the worshiper sense.
In what sense, then?
I'm not that wayward, brother. I do believe in the gods and in their, importance to man and, all that.
And R.K.'s importance would be...
I'm usually the one who asks all the questions, Brother Niddle.
Humor an old man.
R.K. then, the shepherd of the soul who watches us through our lives and our deaths and guides us between them in the heavenly interim.
May he watch over you.
Interesting. So we're just... I think it's weird that we, that he wanted us to explain that.
Is there anything you can tell me about the Restless League, brother?
I know very little about their activities, Cyrus. The common stories, sure, but not much more.
Common stories?
I know even less of the League than you, brother. The common stories included.
Then know that they are ruffians and cutthroats who would like nothing more than carve their symbol upon the Emperor's eyes for daring to set them on Hammerfell. And know they secretly served the prince against the forebears during the Civil War to help Ator win back Sentinel.
Their symbol?
What is the League's symbol?
The red R, for restless as they ever are. Trust me, you will see it if you stay in Stros Makai for long, invariably written in Imperial blood.
Ooh, that's kind of brutal.
Sentinel, the capital city.
From whence Ator was forced to flee soon after his father died. Aye, but the crowns gathered here at Stros Makai and charged northwards to take their throne city back. But by then, the Imperial bargain had been struck.
Ooh. Ooh. Explain it to me then, and he's like, then you explain it, and he's like, okay, bye then. Man, I need to, like, look at a map. I don't remember where Stros Makai is exactly. I want to say it's to the southwest of Hammerfell, but I don't know that.
How is Stros Makai these days, Brother Niddle?
You should be able to see it just from the faces on the streets, my boy. But then again, there aren't that many faces out there anymore. Things have become quiet since the occupation.
Ah, people have accepted their new ruler.
I have seen the Empire expanding into all of Tamriel in my travels. Why is the occupation of Stros Makai full of more bloodshed than most?
You have only your Redguard blood to answer that, my boy. When has Hammerfell ever suffered foreign rule? The Civil War
They have a racial bonus to damaging tyrants.
The Empire. The crowns felt they had been betrayed by their own kind.
Oof.
They were prepared to fight to the last man.
And the Empire
sent Admiral Richten to make sure they did.
Damn. It's like, we're here to make sure that you guys die, and that you guys die quickly. Become quiet since the altercation and they have an accident with super glue on the lips? I sure hope not.
Forebears.
Living in Stros Makai, you only get the crown definition, of course. That the forebears were the pretenders to the throne, that they betrayed the Republic, and that Hammerfell has been cursed by their cowardice.
I mean, they did kind of immediately... So the forebears that we talked to immediately picked a fight with us and couldn't back up their words. So I'm not super keen on, liking them, you know what I mean?
Azara was a
They
crown,
called
I
me
know
a
that.
crown.
As a crown, what would be your fate?
I fear, sadly, that the crown's days are ended. The forebears' alliance with Emperor Septim made sure of that.
So, it seems like the Civil War is between the crown... I mean, this has probably been spelled out, and I'm only just now, really putting it together. It's between the crowns and the forebears. The crowns oppose the Empire, and the forebears are allied with the Empire. Our sister, being a crown, is kind of like, that's where we're defaulting to. Unless, we find that, hey, the Empire is actually pretty neat.
What else do you know about Richten?
That you should stay away from him, my boy. He will not care if you are a crown or not, should he find out that you are Azara's brother. However, you are probably safe in the city for the time being, as he never leaves the palace, seems.
Interesting.
I escaped Hammerfell just before the Civil War, and without regret. That is probably why Azara never mentioned me to you. Well, it was through a mutual friend that I learned of her disappearance.
The war cost this city much, Cyrus. Though an outsider may not see it, the crowns are gone now, and only the League remains as their testament.
So the Restless League are the Crown's faction, and they jumped us as soon as we started. So maybe they're not as... Maybe the Crowns are kind of assholes too. Maybe I just want to make sure my sister is safe and not, actually get involved in this shit.
The temple seems very empty, Brother Niddle. Are you its only priest?
We have ever been understaffed. It was horrible right after the battle. All the dead and dying. But luckily, I had Brother Kithral to help me tend to them. Since he is gone now, I must carry on alone.
Oh no, he has to carry on alone. Nationalist? So I'm assuming that the Crowns are the nationalists.
Do you know anyone that Azara may have kept company with, vanished nationalist or otherwise?
Like I said, I knew her well. And she spoke often to Brother Kithral, my former initiate. But he, too, has disappeared. She was a devout Archaean, Izara. I once almost convinced her to join the temple, but that was before she... well...
Before she what?
Before she what, Brother Niddle?
Well, man, before she vanished.
I trust that you will seek me out if you hear anything more of my sister.
I will be honest, Cyrus. She is either dead or worse. For I know she would not have left Stros Makai even after Ator's defeat. Richten had a list of rebels when he took the throne, and Isara's name was undoubtedly upon it.
Ooh, that's not good. Let's ask about Brother Kithral.
When did you last see Kithral?
I sent him to the park for fresh mandrake root, and that is probably where Richten's men were waiting. Kithral was against the Imperial expansion from the start, though I reminded him that Arche frowns on more secular interests. This warning Kithral obviously did not take to heart.
That's not good.
Until later, Brother Niddle.
Goodbye, my son.
Okay. So that's enlightened us a little bit more as to the goings-on of the world. We need to get out of this fucking place. I'm afraid to save in here, because I think if I save in here, it'll break. Dead or worse? What's worse? Tortured but still alive. You know, only alive so that you can be tortured some more. Type stuff. Okay. Being forced to watch Disney movies? Oh no! But not any of the good ones. You don't get to watch like Tarzan and Little Mermaid and like Cinderella and Snow White. You have to watch only Disney movies made after 2010. So your best bet then is probably something like Frozen, which, oh no. What horror? I hope they're not woke Disney horrors. It's too late. Hey, that's the flag of the Empire. That's the symbol that they use for on the box of Skyrim. You have to watch the woke Snow White with the annoying woman. Oh no. Little Mermaid in the Hood. Man, DOSBox is struggling right now. What's going on, Mr. Guard, sir?
What do you want?
I want access to the catacombs. I want to see Rickton.
I need to speak with Governor Rickton.
What business do you have with him?
He's kidnapped my sister.
I need to ask him a few questions.
Not good enough. Now move along.
This is the palace, correct?
That's correct.
I need to speak with Governor Rickton.
What business do you have with him?
What if I just say I wanna give him a gift?
I'd like to offer him a gift.
He's not interested, Redguard.
Okay,
I need to speak with Governor Rickton.
What business do you have with him?
What about information?
I have some information he may find useful.
You're not talking your way past me. Now move along.
Aww.
That's all for now, but I'll be back.
Sure.
Sure. A gift. He's not interested in yours. Okay, so we know where the palace is. I hate the angle of this camera, by the way. It is like directly behind with, as far as I can tell, no way of changing it. What's this place? City jail. Can I just enter the jail?
It's locked.
It's locked? What's going on? Hey, Mr. Guard, sir.
What do you want?
I would like to enter the jail. I want
keeping the jail full.
Indeed, Redguard. Move along.
I would like to see a prisoner.
I need to visit with one of your prisoners.
They don't take visitors. Now go about your business.
This is my business.
That's all for now, but I'll
He
be
runs
back.
a bit like a horse. Rob him, and then he'll let you in. That's a good idea. Maybe I can just kill somebody.
No, he's unarmed. No, he's unarmed. No, he's unarmed.
Aww. I'm not allowed to just kill people. No, he's unarmed. Like, what do you mean? He's a guard. Flap him once and he'll pull out his sword and he won't be unarmed anymore. Pacifist, honestly. What is this, the fucking Boros Legion? What the hell is the fist thing? There's a snake charmer. Oh my god. A silversmith's. The bell tower. What if I... Okay, so I have 53 gold. I also have a health potion. Oh gosh. I don't remember what my other controls are. Movies. Hold on. Wasn't there something else? There's a map, a log. Okay, so log didn't seem to do anything. Items did something. Sword. Oh, maybe I should... God damn it. Okay. So, health. The H button drinks a health potion. So that's what that does. So I just healed 2 health. Damn it. Maybe I should find out where this Nagasta guy is. Better save fast. I think I'll be fine. I think we already saved after talking to the guy in the temple. This is DOSBox, you say? It sure seems like it. I'm pretty sure it says DOSBox in the fucking whatever it's called. It has DOSBox when it opens the game for the first time. So I'm not terribly surprised if it's a little bit broken. I'm not a huge fan of DOSBox.
Good day. I'm Cyrus.
Aren't too many youngsters around these days, especially not as well spoken as you. I'm Maiko, the local cartographer.
Maiko.
Can I help you?
I'd like to buy a map.
Do you have any maps for sale?
Sorry, I don't sell retail. Contract work only. But perhaps I can make a map for you?
Stros Mackay?
I could use a map of the island.
I used to make those, but I can't compete with the big Hammerfell cartography houses. Hire beggars and street urchins to copy off a master map.
That sounds like
You've probably
it's...
seen their cheap city maps around. Nothing like a good hand-drawn map. But people don't seem to care about craftsmanship anymore.
The authentic DOS tends to run better. Maybe. It seems a bit difficult to run authentic DOS, though, if you're trying to play games and stream. No, I just wanted to use a blank map. I need to use the toilet. Yeah.
What are people talking about around town these days?
Damning the governor's eyes, mainly. I try not to get involved in all those troubles. I've seen more than enough suffering in my life. I just want to spend my last days working with my maps.
I like you.
I wonder if you've heard of this Restless League.
The alliance between Daggerfall, Wayrest, and Balfiera against the Cyrodiil during the First
Balfiera?
War? No, that was the League of Unrest. No, sorry, I'm just not familiar with it.
Balfiera? Wasn't Balfiera the wizard lady that we had to talk to in Direni Tower? What? Explains the brown sand color across the map's recycling. You know, I remember when I was a kid, I did a project or something, and I had to artificially, for part of it, I wanted to artificially age some paper. So what I did, or what my parents did, really, because I needed adult supervision at the time. Basically, I soaked a piece of paper in some coffee, and then baked the paper. I don't think it was super hot or anything. We didn't set it on fire, but we did get it just enough to be like super kind of brittle and old. It looked the part. I don't think it actually ended up being as delicate as I was initially thinking. But I remember doing that. I don't remember what I was aging. I just remember that I was doing it for some reason.
Do you know a young woman named Izara?
I'm afraid not. I don't know too many of the youngsters around town these days. You see, I prefer to spend my time with my maps.
This guy is single-minded in his focus. He wants to work with his maps, and he doesn't want to fucking deal with anything else. It's all maps all the time with this guy.
What do your maps tell you?
Maps are like people. Did you know that, Cyrus? There are good maps, bad maps, indifferent maps. You shouldn't trust most maps. They'll lead you astray if you give them a chance. An honest map is rarer than a true friend. Remember that, young sir.
That makes me worried that if I buy a map or something that it's going to be there's a chance that the map will just be inaccurate. His voice sounds like a farmer guy off South Park. You see this road, you don't want to go down you see this road, you don't want to go down that there road. Yeah, no. I see that. I can see what you're getting at.
Is life under the Imperial Governor so harsh?
I said I didn't want to speak of such things.
That's fair. I'm gonna stop pressing you about politics. I'm just gonna be like a Twitter guy. Just like anytime I walk up to somebody, I'm gonna ask them about their opinion on the local politics. Alright, I need to move this window. It's driving me insane. It's like so far off to the other side. Ooh, my mouse. Okay. Ask him about Trump. Oh no. That sounds like a bad time. Ooh, what's this? Turn the wheel?
I need something to put it in.
Interesting. Okay, so there's water that I can just get. Some kind of well of sorts. It sure seems that way. So we got the dragon tail. I'm curious how much I'll be able to explore in this game. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh no. I've discovered that jumping is faster. It's just like Oblivion all over again. Alright, let's get into the Mages Guild. Exploring is nice. It is nice, but I need to figure out what the fuck I'm doing. Ooh. Got sexual grunting sounds too. Bonus. Bonus! Fucking score! Gotta stop pressing that button. I would like to talk to you, Mr. Archmage, sir.
Are you the Archmage?
Leave me, please. I have much to do.
Do you? Whoa! 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 Fucking, I can hear Attica playing already. Okay, well, that guy didn't want to talk to us. Huh. I'm sure that I was given a hint as to what the fuck to do. He seemed most angry. He really did. He didn't seem too pleased to see me. Are you the local drunk?
Name's Cyrus. You okay?
No, I'm Crandall.
You don't happen to know... You know, it's just shot in the dark here. You don't happen to know a lady named Azara.
You seen a woman named Azara around?
Sure I have. Not that I remember names, though. Oh, but they remember mine. Them broads love Crandall. Have my way with them all, you know.
Something tells me he's lying.
What do you know about the group called the Restless League?
punks. Killed them all once I did. Bunch of Redguard pansies. They want me to join them, but I got too much thinking to do. Heavy load. I say, Richton's got it out for him. You watch out.
See, I think it's funny that I was told, hey, you probably shouldn't talk about the Restless League in anything but like a whispered tone. And here I am just asking everybody like, hey, what do you know about the Restless League? Hey, Restless League? Do you know anything about the Restless League? Guys, do you know what the Restless League is? Can you tell me more about the Restless League?
So Stros Makai's one big party for you, eh?
You got a drink that keeps sane in this place. Them sissies around here think they can make the best of it. They make nothing. Nothing. Richton's got them all scared.
This Richton guy's kind of a dick.
You've certainly spent a lot of time at the local tavern.
Richton's got that damn lizard Dreekius charging 3 gold pieces for lousy Valenwood wine. He freaks me out. Picking flies off the bar with his tongue. I can't relax with that going on.
I like that he didn't. There was no sound for the slap. Which I assume is supposed to be the sound of the tongue hitting the table or something when he's, like, eating flies.
Richton doesn't have you scared?
No, sirree. I kick this fat butt. Not throwing me in his catacombs.
How do I get to the catacombs?
You're scared of the catacombs, eh?
Didn't say that. Did not say that. Richton throws the crowns in jail and pirates into the catacombs. I ain't neither. Doubt his cronies could take me anyway.
That's not good.
Just like a drunk to blame the bartender for his troubles.
Who the heck do you blame for yours, anyway, tough guy? I know Dreekius' story. Just no one else does. Damned Argonians. Them dark elves got it right. Cage them up and let them haul ash.
Don't like Argonians either. Who do you like, Trendle?
Fine then, fine. Hang around that scaly bastard and catch the flu.
There hasn't been a case of that in 200 years.
All I'm saying, those of us who play our cards right could open a right good belt shop. Yeah.
Holy shit! Authentic Argonian belt? Yo! That's fucking awesome! I think he's a bit too drunk to put up a good fight. Yeah, this guy is, kind of shit-faced.
Liquor tax?
That's right. It's a real shock that sailors don't hang around anymore. Who's in charge of that one?
Alright, Krendor.
I've had enough.
Good. Is there something... where should I go? Because the palace obviously doesn't... has nothing there. The door to the prison is locked. And if the... open door.
It's locked.
Damn it, it's locked. It's locked. It's locked. Alright, where am I going? So the cartographer was no help. The Mages Guild, that looks like another entrance to the Mages Guild. I don't know if it'll matter. Ooh. Loaded Morrowind for the first time in years, that music. It has some of the best music, I think.
Well, now it's
I hate your voice. All right, let's talk.
Excuse me, miss. Can I have a word?
Yes, my name's Mariah. What can I do for you?
I hate to say this. Okay, I hate to say this. Her voice reminds me of a very specific character from Subverse, which is a porn video game, by the way. And it's like this fucked up amalgamation character who's like supposed to be a mix of like John Romero, Shodan, and some fucking some like Vocaloid type shit, I think. That is what it reminds me of. Miss, I'm gonna have to ask you to stop talking like that. You gonna play that game sometime? Which game? Izara.
Do you know of a woman named Izara?
Used to see her around, but that was a while ago. Last time I saw her...
The porn game? Not on stream. I've already played it.
Never saw her again. And that was 3 months ago, if it were a day.
Interesting. Okay, so this lady is saying that Izara was seen at the cartographer's. But I don't remember the cartographer giving me an actual, like, location.
The cartographers. I wonder what she would want there.
You have to stream it for us on Discord. Truth be told, man, it is the actual gameplay of it is kind of boring, at least to watch.
What do you know about the smugglers then?
Below the cartographers. I've seen all sorts coming in and out of there. Even so-called league members from time to time. I hope Izara didn't end up there.
That's not good.
Any idea how I can get into the palace?
Richten doesn't take to uninvited guests. And there's no way to sneak in that I've heard of.
That's fair. That voice, it's so bad. I hate it.
League group?
I don't know who voiced this character, but I kind of wish they had done something else.
They've been around since the days of Facade, and no one seems to know much about them. They seem to remain as quiet as possible. Not like your usual pirates. There's something else to them.
Wonder if they changed the pitch. It sounds like they might have fucked with the pitch a bit. But like, I couldn't fathom why they would do that.
And what does life hold for you in Stros Mackay?
Not as much as it used to. Spend my days landscaping. Before the Civil War, there were more of us. The town square and the park was so beautiful. But I do what I can.
Oh my god, it opened up 3 new fucking things to talk about.
I'm surprised Richten even allows such a practice to continue.
Why?
Beautification may not be one of Lord Richten's concerns, but he still needs to put on the right hair. Should his Emperor, Tiber Septim, ever check up on him?
I mean, that's a good point, I guess.
Like their gardens full and the smell of success in the air.
It sounds awful. What is this person's voice? Why?
Wars have never been good to a city.
Especially not this one. First, Ator and the Crowns defeat the Forebears, then the Empire comes rolling in. It's too much for these walls to handle.
Take that hat off or use it to gag her. Honestly, but I need the information she might have.
I can only assume you are a crown.
That I am, though not as passionate as many others. I'm glad the war's over, really. Life goes on, and times change. I'll try to keep our sweet city as fair as she can be.
It's like somebody's trying to do a Minnie Mouse impression and they're just fucking grating on my ears.
You sound as though you bear no grudge to the forebears or the Empire for that matter.
The forebears claim to be the earliest descendants from Hammerfell, while the crowns trace their lineage to the first rulers. It's been that way for generations, and Tiber Septim tries, where many have failed, to unite the world of Tamriel.
I mean, that we know about.
Where's the park?
Over by the waterfall. I'm ashamed you didn't notice. I have to spend more time on it. People really do enjoy it, especially that arcade boy, Kithral.
Didn't Kithral also go disappearing, though?
What were you saying about Kithral?
He's one of the temple members. Love the park. Would stare at the waterfall and write his journal. Passionate crowd. That one. Oh, but now that you mention
Kicking nuts
it,
made deep in voice, almost like a witch's voice.
wow.
It really does kind of.
Thanks, Mariah.
It smacks of like hag trying to deceive you. You know?
Oh, my pretty. I'll get you and your little dog.
It really does kind of sound like that. Enter Jafar's books. Jafar's books. Go in. Jafar's books. Should have checked if she had ruby slippers. Shoulda, coulda, woulda, right? Let's see. Ah, Lizard Man. Oh, wait, no. Cat Man. That's almost worse. Oh my god. I am trying. I would like to...
Pardon, but no patrons behind the counter.
Okay. I'm not really a patron, but, you know, whatever makes you feel better,
Welcome to Jafar's.
Jafar's. Let's talk to the
Hail,
Khajiit.
Desert Walker. I am Cyrus.
Desert Walker.
Is at your service.
One thing that I do think is interesting that I've noticed is that the voice acting for the Khajiit and for the Argonians is the same as it is in Oblivion. I don't remember much of the voices that existed in Morrowind, because very few lines were actually voiced. It was mostly like combat dialogue, but I don't remember it being as pronounced as this. Is that a bobcat? It might be. Apparently, so I don't know how much of ESO, the MMO is actually canon. Like, it's one of those things where it sits in this limbo of like, oh yeah, some of it's canon, but not really all of it, because if all of it is canon, then we have to accept silly things like a storm atronach in the shape of a bear that is allegedly Istramor's mount, which I just won't buy. I don't buy it.
I'd like to buy a book.
These shelves hold wisdom and folly in equal measure. Choose carefully.
Interesting.
How much for Elven Artifacts, Volume 3?
The hoary tale of the Flask of Lilandril piques your interest. Legend more than history, but a good read for 40 gold. Will it be yours?
Choose carefully, eh?
I'll have to think about it.
As you wish.
Must be the Last Crusade. Maybe. Alright, let's ask if he knows anything about Azara.
Azara is missing. Do you know her?
An all too common tale in the city. Jafar regrets that he cannot count your sister among his friends.
That's fair. Tell me about the League.
Ever heard of a group called the Restless League?
Some say pirates, some say rebels. Jafar knows too little to judge. Rumor calls them secret allies of the late prince. Whether they survived the Crown's defeat, Jafar cannot say.
Interesting. Tell me about Strauss
Mackay
Mackay.
seems quiet, almost deserted. Has the Imperial occupation been so harsh?
Tiber Septim has many clansmen of lesser repute than he. The city of the Redguard suffers under one of the least of these. Provisional Governor Richten.
I think it's really interesting that everybody seems to be kind of playing down Tiber Septim's role as the tyrant, as the guy in charge of the Empire. And it's like they're mostly concerned about Richten.
What do you know of this legendary flask?
You know when they have to drink from the Holy Grail? Oh yeah, and his fucking face is... No,
sure
he ages extremely quickly, if I'm not mistaken. The melting face, I believe, is the Ark. Ark of the Covenant.
The flask is not of elfish make, despite what you may read. They found it, used it, and lost it. But its creator is unknown.
Interesting. What is the use of the flask?
What makes the flask so valuable?
Here we have only legend to guide us. Stories tell of the High Wizard of Valenwood himself, defeated by a stable boy, armed only with the flask. Exaggeration, surely, but still a kernel of truth. An anti-magic device of no small power.
I wonder if it'll be, if that flask is going to be relevant later. Anti-magic?
It sounds like the flask may absorb magic.
Perhaps. That would explain why no mage has ever been able to detect its location.
That's actually an interesting thing I've never thought about. Anti-magic would be... anti-magical device would be immune to detection by magical means. That does track, in my mind.
Tiber Septim's reputation seems to depend on who you ask.
True. And the Redguards have long memories, as the statue in the harbor attests. History loves an empire builder, though. Jafar cannot yet say who will write Septim's epitaph.
I was surprised to see Hunding's statue still standing, national treasure or not.
Doubtless, our esteemed governor has reasons aside from Redguard's sentiment.
Yeah, Richten
Lord
doesn't
Richten
seem
has
super
shown
concerned with
indifference
making
to such
people like him.
niceties in other matters. Witness the fate of the old quarter.
Yeah, the old quarter was burned, wasn't it? Isn't that what they said? I remember that, Charlie Robot guy from Fallout 4 in the rail bar. You try to talk to him and he starts yelling and swearing at you. Third rail, I think it was. The railroad? I don't know anything about Fallout 4. It's one of the 8's... I haven't really played anything past New Vegas.
The old quarter. What happened to that?
In his excessive zeal to root out his clan's enemies, Richten put it to the torch. A silent history of Hammerfell, wrought in stone and wood, now ashes. The Redguards speak of dragonfire in the night, but Jafar remained indoors, and so saw nothing.
Dragonfire? You saying that he sicked a dragon on the old quarter?
Do you mean a dragon was here on Stros Mackay?
Was, is. Jafar hears much, but knows little.
I guess I was reminded of him as I thought of... But these NPCs must get annoyed with being quizzed all the time. But it's so much fun to just grill them on absolutely everything.
Is there any way to gain an audience with the governor?
Proclaiming yourself a crown might work, but more likely will lead to a speedy death. Few besides forebears have access to the palace.
Interesting.
There must be some other way into the palace.
An interesting architectural puzzle. The present structure dates to the early Common Era. A harmonious design. That is, until our esteemed governor began his renovations. The foundations are much older, connected to a maze of catacombs, which may predate the arrival of Redguards in Hammerfell.
Okay. How do I get to the catacombs?
How do I get into the catacombs?
Thank you.
That honor is now reserved for crowns, who must find it a pleasant place, for none has ever returned.
The forebears run Stros Mackay now?
Redguard politics largely escape me. The forebears allied with the Empire to win the throne, yet who sits on the high seat of Sentinel? Not Baron Volag, strangely absent from public view since his victory.
Catacombs is where they store dead guys, right? I think so. They they were talking about how the crowns keep getting put into the catacombs. But I'm starting to wonder if maybe the catacombs are supposed to be like almost like a prison that they've fashioned. And I'm not sure exactly. I'm not sure exactly what the deal is with that. I'm wondering if maybe, or not like a prison that they fashioned, but like maybe they were catacombs before, and now they're just putting what's the term? Undesirables in there.
Do you think Rickton dared murder the forebears' leader?
A strange reward for your chief ally, Jafar agrees. And no mention of murder passed Jafar's lips. Still, there is no king in Hammerfell.
Is it so dangerous to be a crown these days?
Jafar's interests lie more in the past than with the current upheavals. But even Jafar can see that the city has been cleansed of dissidents. Yet soldiers continue to scour the island. To what end?
That's a good point.
Do you have any idea what the Imperials are looking for?
Maybe highly honored dead guys.
Copies of dwarven lore to the palace last week.
I don't think that's likely given what we've heard.
Stros Mackay, with the largest dwarven ruins in the Windward Lands, has received particular attention from the mighty Tiber Septime's clansmen.
Windward Lands?
Windward Lands? I'm not familiar with that term.
My apologies. Jafar almost forgot he spoke to the unclawed. The coastlands of Tamriel, to the northwest of our desert homeland. Mighty Tiber Septime bids fair to become clan mother to them all, Hammerfell included.
Interesting. I wonder, so okay, we've already heard about how Skyrim has fallen. High Rock is under Imperial control. Hammerfell is currently in the process of being colonized. Or not colonized, conquered is just the better word. Because there's already people here. We haven't heard about Elsewhere, Valenwood, Somerset Isle. We haven't really heard about Morrowind either. At least in terms of Imperial control. And we haven't heard of Black Marsh, or I think it's Black Marsh? Yeah.
Dwarven ruins. I'm intrigued.
As well you should be. An amazing sight, full of the inexplicable work of that vanished people. No longer open for visitors. However, the Imperials have sealed the ancient gates for reasons known only to our honorable governor.
So, I don't remember a mention of the dwarves at all in Daggerfall. And so this would be the first time Elder Scrolls has set up the lore that the dwarves disappeared. We don't actually... That's interesting. Where did... Is that the first time that that's been mentioned in the series? Like, not even like chronologically in universe, like, oh, they already knew the dwarves disappeared in the Second Era. But like, in 1998, they established that the dwarves disappeared. Is there a mention of it in Battlespire or Daggerfall that I missed? Curiouser and curiouser.
Walker. I must go.
Peace, Desert Walker. I think it's interesting that Desert Walker is like a... Not a... It doesn't seem like a slur. He didn't say it like it was a bad thing. I wonder what... Oh my gosh. Alright. Let's go back to the cartographers and see if maybe he knows something about my sister. I'm a little bit concerned that it might be that he knows he does know more than he's letting on.
Well?
Hello, Maiko.
Hello, Cyrus. Something I can do for you?
Ooh, wait, I can ask him about the Flask of Lilandril?
Have you ever heard of the Flask of Lilandril?
Hunding's bones, of course I have. Treasure hunters come here from all over Tamriel, digging and poking around interminably. Well, they say there's a treasure map floating around here somewhere, but I don't believe it.
Don't you?
Why not?
If there were a real map, why hasn't someone found the flask by now? Such a waste of time and effort, lusting after a mythical elven flask, when the island is full of real mysteries.
That's fair. What kind of mysteries?
What do you mean?
Well, the caverns, for instance. Haven't heard of them, have you? Or the dwarven ruins either. But they're real, young sir, and as full of mystery and adventure as you could ask.
Caverns?
Where can I find these caverns you speak of?
Well, that's the question, isn't it? Won't find them on your cheap commercial map, will you? That's a real mystery for you to ponder.
Well, can you make me one, you dick?
Tell me more about these dwarven ruins.
A bit more famous than the caverns, but if it's not about elves, no one cares. One of the great mysteries of the ages, the disappearance of the dwarves. But instead it's Flask of Lilandril this, Flask of Lilandril that.
Tell me about the disappearance of the dwarves.
I don't know much about dwarves. I always thought they were mythical creatures.
See what I mean? Not myths. Real. As real as stone and metal. Who do you think built those ruins? All gone thousands of years ago. No one knows why. But that's a whole nother story. What were we talking about again?
Yeah, what we were talking about is this smuggler's den.
I've heard tell that your basement is used as a smuggler's den.
Really? How about that? I rent the downstairs to some local lads. They're quiet, always pay up on time. I can't imagine they're up to anything illegal.
Local lads, you say?
These local lads, do they have names?
They never said. Perhaps you should run downstairs and ask him yourself.
I'd love to.
We'll talk later.
Yeah, we're gonna talk later. Where the fuck is downstairs? And this flask, does it contain tea? I don't imagine it does. I'm not seeing any, stairs or anything around. Oh my god. Butones. Okay. Yeah, nothing that we can, like, inspect in here. How do I get to this guy's basement? Map to stairs needed, honestly. Maybe there's a building under this one. Ah, here it is. Okay. No, I see it. There's this thing. All right. We're gonna save before we go in here.
What's a password?
Open up.
Sorry, mate, I can't help you.
Interesting. Okay, so we need to find a password. So we need a password in order to get in there. Where would we find a password? Nice file name. I appreciate it. I think it's a silly name. What's up, Imperial Soldier?
Go about your business, Redguard.
Aw, he doesn't want to talk to me. Go about your business, Redguard. Interesting. So, we talk to the drunk.
She floats through my dreams with the greatest of ease. That fat one-eyed lady with sweet...
I'm sorry, did you guys hear what that guy was singing? She floats through my dreams, that fat one-eyed lady with the smell... with the sweet-smelling knees, I think he said.
Locked.
It's locked! All of the doors are locked. Uh-oh, we're dropping frames again. That's not good. F to the stream. F. Rip. I mean, it's not like we're missing a whole lot right now. At least the town drunk is happy. I guess, man. At least he's happy. I need to find the entrance to the catacombs. I assume that the entrance has something to do with those local men.
Hold up a sec.
Look, go past to someone else.
Look, go pester someone else. I wonder... Ooh. Maybe I have to talk to Drekius specifically?
Hey, Redguard. What about a drink?
Was not sure if stream error or me. It's definitely the stream. I'm dropping a shitload of frames. Right after Task Manager loaded a load of Firefox threads.
Say, laddie.
What will it be, traveler?
Can I talk with Drekius only?
Barkeep, well met. I'm Cyrus.
I know. I had Tobias made out of fool to believe you'd come.
Why?
I'm the one that smuggled his letter out for him. The Empire's been watching all shipments from this port. I figured our chances were slim.
Oh no.
Many thanks then.
Okay, so I can talk to him specifically, and there's probably new things to talk about with Tobias as well. We will get through this. I sure hope so. It seems like we're stabilizing now. It just went green again. But I'm not gonna lie. I feel the need to... If I don't make some progress here shortly, I'm probably gonna go ahead and call it a night. We'll see. As soon as I run out of people to talk to and places to explore, I might do some Googling after stream or something. Let me see.
Welcome to the Dragon Tail, by the way, thesis-bound subsistence of mine, where there is good ear and ale co-equal. What can I do for you?
Bit early for you to quit.
A drink might
maybe.
be nice.
We'll see.
I'll use your ears later, maybe.
I've been doing a lot of just talking to people.
Ever ready to listen, Softskin? Let adventure thine be mine. I'll share what thoughts I can.
This Argonian is very eloquent.
What can you tell me about Azara?
The Imperials came, and I let her out through the window. I haven't seen her since.
Occupation?
The occupation, it seems, is taking long to consolidate, with the League about and the Imperials still hunting for wayward crowns.
How's he know we have soft skin? Because he's a reptile and we have soft skin.
Hammerfell's the defiant line of the human race still. They say some still fight the Empire on the mainland.
Is thus the Empire delayed in further expansion?
The whole wild world, the Elf Kingdoms, and the Beastlands waits to see what finally happens here in the last land of men. A word of advice. Beware the dragon tribe of the Emperor. The warrior king Tiber Septim does not tolerate rebellion. And Governor Rickton has promised summary execution to any who take arms to oppose his rule.
Wouldn't dream of it, unless he's responsible for my sister's disappearance.
Yeah, I mean,
Even
that's
if you
what we're
were
concerned about.
responsible, perhaps it would be wise to proceed cautiously.
Yeah, no.
Cautiously, eh? If only I knew how to do that.
If only, dude. We are not cautious.
You said the Imperials came here looking for Azara the last night you saw her.
Not specifically for Azara. The Imperials had a list of dissidents they sought. Her name was there, with names of many other crowns. Since that time, I see only forebears here.
The forebears seem to enjoy your place.
The Imperial liquor tax has forced me to serve everyone, even the city's ancestral villains.
Tell me about the crowns.
Their fire is gone since the prince was lost. Few show their faces in Strosmichai.
Strosmichai.
The mainland. Some few plot and scheme still, nursing fading dreams.
Interesting.
What do you think of the Restless League?
A human tribe of ill account, but whose single-mindedness is something I can fathom.
I lost the video
Their
stream.
raids upset my smuggling operation, and off thus my fair nature.
Oh, that's weird.
Valenwood wine's hard to come by, you see, but
Got it
all
back.
that,
That's
I have
strange.
nothing worse to say.
Because it looked like it ended on my end as well, at least on the actual stream. That's so strange. YouTube suddenly said you ended it. Yeah, that's not accurate. What the hell? I don't understand. Okay. I don't understand why it looks the way that it does. Something that you can fathom?
You sympathize with the League, then?
Oh no, I merely noted their clannish drives, which any Argonian might admire. Being used, as we are, to honor the clan's interests about our own private affairs.
How then does an Argonian manage to leave his tribe to wander Tamriel?
You refer to me? I do not wander, Redguard. This is a settled study for me, from which I'll add to the wealth of wisdoms when I return to my clan.
Interesting. That's an insight into Argonian culture that I don't think I've seen in any of the other games, where like the Argonians, some of the Argonians apparently wander, and their whole thing is to bring stuff back to the clan. That is not something I had ever considered.
I myself was a victim of these raids.
More obstacle, I'd suspect, than victim. The raids had ended, it seemed, but your mischance may be token of renewed troubles the sailors speak of. The League is marshalling anew its forces, or so the rumor goes.
Some second battle of Stros-Makai?
True, it sounds unlikely, but they are dagger lads, the Restless League, and they vow to make war again.
Dagger Lad. I think Dagger Lad is supposed to be like, almost like brigand or something? Not quite, but like, I don't know. It's a word that we heard a lot, and I'm curious what exactly it's supposed to mean. Interesting how there's all these divided factions, yet things function. I mean, it kind of reflects reality in that way, right? Where, like, everybody and everyone has groups that have their own interests. It's kind of neat.
How have the denizens of Black Marsh resisted the Empire so long?
1,000 miles of swamp, bog, and stink aren't attractive to most humans. And terror of the Kanatan flu still holds most at bay, but our days of testing will come.
What's your subject of study?
The other, of course. Those ones not skinned in scale. We see that Septine's tribes will not be long satisfied with the thrones of men and the elder race. One day they will come to Black Marsh. Argonians have lost land once before, when we did not know our enemy.
I see, and what better place to learn the wants of men than at the bar?
There are other places. Universities, the military, the magical guild. But I aim to chart man's geography of desire, which is most readily charted when he is drunk and blathering.
I think it's interesting that he is explicitly going out of his way to work in a profession that will allow him to see, to gather what people desire, what men specifically desire, the wants, the longings of the heart.
Is this your first visit to Stros-Makai, Cyrus?
Aye, but the occupation makes it seem less so. With the Imperial standards aloft at port, it seems like any other vassal town of Cyrodiil.
But for the unrest of like blood?
The only blood I care about is my sister's. As far as I'm concerned, new kingless Hammerfell has gone its way.
Your apathy is decidedly reptilian.
Ooh.
I don't know how to take that coming from you.
That window keeps disappearing and reappearing. He's in a good position to talk to the local population, I guess. Yeah. I'm curious what exactly he expects to bring back to his clan. Apparently he's adding to the wisdom.
What are you talking
about?
But
I'm curious why.
This tavern, of course, both site and subsidy of my studies, as well as a fine storehouse of spirit.
Maybe he's got a secret drug lab under it. No, no, no. That would be a thing that a Khajiit would do.
Sorry about the swordplay.
Keep it just play, and I'll not mind if it even happen again. The forebears have their troubles, so it's no surprise they come here looking to share
Skoomer?
them.
Yeah, Skooma.
It was good practice.
Practice as often as you like, save for the death blow. And mind the furniture, please.
Dreekius, you mentioned taking part in some smuggling operations.
Minor stuff is all, and mostly nil, now that the governor's men are keeping such tabs on me.
What can you tell me about the smuggler's den?
It's run by some upright from the north, a quick-to-anger sort, and he only talks to members of the den.
Don't suppose you can tell me the password.
I've come across the legend of the Flask of Lilandril.
That bug's got you too, A lot of people on this island are looking for it. Even the Empire, I hear.
What would they want with it?
The scuttlebutts, they want it for an invasion of Somerset Isle to help them dispel its magical defenses. Leastways, be advised that the flask's burial ground is well sought by more dubious parties than you.
Lots of people?
A lot of people are looking for the flask. Anybody in particular?
There's a Breton about town, loud and lit to hear, by the name of Crendel. He was
The
in
drunk?
2 weeks back, bragging about having a piece of a map.
A map showing where the flask is buried.
Yeah, but Krendel's a drunk, so make of it what you like.
Hello? Oh, holy shit. Game sound is still good. Should hear me now. Hello, hello, hello. Fuck me, dude. That scared the shit out of me. My god. What are you doing, kitty, huh? You crawling on my legs for no reason? Why don't you hunt down the spider? Go kill it for me. Jesus Christ. Yeah, okay, so that scared the shit out of me. God damn it. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, I had a mini heart attack there. I thought the town drunk got you.
Moving. Can we talk later?
Anytime, anytime.
Anytime, anytime.
What's working, laddie?
What's working, laddie?
What's wrong, Cyrus?
Hello, Captain.
Okay, Smuggler's Den. Can you tell me the password?
Captain, what do you know about the Smuggler's Den?
Knaves that aren't worth my cargo. You should forget about them.
Do they have toxic spiders there? I don't even know if it was an actual spider. I think it might have been like a daddy long legs or something. One of those like not quite spider creepy crawlies.
I'll be back.
Very
if you're not here, thanks for everything. Good luck.
Just find your sister and get out of here. And send word through Stratra. Go on, you'll do fine.
Daddy long asses. It's a sign that winter is coming. Yeah, it sure is. Ooh. Wait, what the hell? Am I supposed to be able to get up onto this? It doesn't feel like it. So before the spider attacked the lizard guy, it says that the drunken man has a part of the map. Yeah, I vaguely remember that. He was apparently bragging about it. So let's go ask him about the Flask of Lilandril, I suppose. Come here, Crendor. I need to find out. Or Crendall.
A is for the apes that date their mothers.
A is for the apes that date their mothers? What? Maybe he's using the flask to hold booze. That would be hilarious.
Ever heard of the Flask of Lilandril? You look like a treasure hunter.
Ah, the Flask of Lilandril. Everything good in life comes in a decanter.
Is that so? Heard you have a piece of the map, big dog.
Treatius tells me you found yourself part of the Flask of Lilandril map.
Oh, he did he? Who? Well, he's lying. Yup, that lizard's lying.
Of course he's lying. You're not bright enough to have gotten a piece of the map.
What? I'm brighter than you, Redguard. I do have a piece of the map.
Ha! Idiot.
How's that? Didn't think I did you?
Give it
That's
to me.
Impressive, Crendall. How could I have doubted you? Tell me, how'd you get it?
You'll like this, Question Boy.
Question Boy.
One night on old Trithic's boat. While he was sleeping. Woke up early, looking for a drink. And what do I find under his cot? A piece of the map. He probably doesn't even know it's gone.
Can I trade you something for the map?
I'll gladly take that map piece off your hands if you're not using it. Perhaps a trade.
You have nothing I want, Redguard. But I don't have it on me. I'm hidden it away where them sissies can't find it.
Interesting. So he's hidden it somewhere. I think I have an idea where he might have hidden it. And I want to say it's like the lighthouse. Because I remember that being a place that we ran into. that I didn't actually go into the building, but I saw that it was... I ran into a building that, like, had that as, like, a... It was, like, Enter Lighthouse or some shit like that. Or was it the bell tower? I think it might have been the bell tower. The bell tower is the only other place that I've seen that I haven't been into. Where else would a drunk hide something?
I am Cyrus.
Cyrus, eh? Never heard of you. Must be new around here. My name's Favis. Everybody just calls me Favis, though.
I like this guy. Tell me about my sister.
My sister Izara is missing. Do you know her?
Sure, nice young lady, too. Sister, you say? I haven't seen her around in a while, though. Wonder if she might be missing.
She's definitely missing. She's been missing for 3 months.
Apparently, no one has seen her for months. Do you have any idea what might have happened?
Might have something to do with the Restless League. Some of them fellows came around looking for her a while back.
Oh no. That voice.
Izara was in trouble with the Restless League?
I didn't say that. Although, come to think of it, they didn't look too friendly. No one you want to cross, that's for sure. Their enemies have a way of turning up dead.
That's not good.
My ship was attacked by 2 members of the Restless League just off Stros Makai. What can you tell me about them?
Not much. Fire-eating Redguard nationalists. More even than most crowns could stomach. But they've kept quiet since the old quarter was burned. I wonder why they decided to attack your ship.
That is my question, too.
Stros Makai was a crown stronghold, wasn't it?
It was the seat of power for the crowns. Ator led the crowns from here after Thasad's death. We've suffered greatly for it since young Prince Ator died.
This guy's voice is amazing.
Crown, but not all the fight.
Not all?
No, the battle in the old quarter did that.
I want nothing more than for Elder Scrolls 6 to include this guy's voice.
Hero of old. I've heard tales that he ain't dead, but that's all rubbish.
Really?
I spoke with sailors from the Garamar, second in line of battle behind Ator's flagship. They saw him on deck just as the dragon lit up his ship like a festival bonfire. Weren't any survivors from the flagship? Not a one.
Not a one. Sorry, my cat is like jumping up onto the side of the fucking chair.
What happened to Prince Ator?
Died in battle, like a Redguard hero of old.
Oh wait, shit, we already saw.
He ain't dead, but that's all rubbish.
Really?
I spoke with sailors.
I made this. I call it a surfboard.
Battle behind Ator's flagship. They saw him on deck just as the dragon lit up his ship like a festival bonfire. Weren't any survivors from the flagship? Not a one.
Tell me about Thasad.
King Thasad's death was inconvenient for many, but I've never heard tell of foul play.
Nor I. The forebears preferred Thasad to his son Ator, a known League sympathizer. Thasad had no patience for the League himself. Called them terrorists. Maybe true, but they've shown more sense than the crowns through this whole bloody mess.
I expected to see Stros Makai full of forebears after their victory.
Hardly a forebear victory. It was Imperial might that defeated the crowns, laddie. Make no mistake about that. The four show few that Rickton brought with him mostly stay up in the palace or drink themselves to stupor. You might run into them at the Dragon Tail, looking for trouble, so you'll want to be careful.
No, I've already run into him, thanks. Nice lads.
I already ran into them. I think it's interesting that they included that. Avatar looked like something was scratching your back. Not quite untrue. I like to shake my cat's paw now and then. I just engulf his whole paw in my hand and shake it a bit. And pretend like he's making a business deal.
Tell me what happened in the Oath Quarter.
The Crowns made their last stand there after the dragon destroyed Atora's fleet. Senseless bravado. Should have done what the League did and laid low until the Imperials were off guard. Instead, they went down fighting. Redguard heroes, but dead all the same.
This guy reminds me of a very particular... His voice reminds me of a very particular kind of character. And it's like the kind of character who's like... Your drunk ass coming out of a Louisiana bar in New Orleans. That's what he reminds me of. It's a very specific kind of voice that I'm thinking.
I don't know. How long has it been since their last attack?
Must have been a month or two at least. Their last big success was blowing up Richmond's flagship right here in the harbor. A pity in a way. Whatever else you say about the Imperials, they make beautiful ships with that little Cape of Costa League plenty. Afterwards, Rickton rounded up anyone who'd ever spoken to a Leaguesman. I was starting to think he had crushed them completely.
Yeah, that's not good. He did a whole... He was like, you know what, dude? Fuck all of these guys.
You're not in the Restless League?
Me? Ha! If I was, do you think I'd still be here? With precious Governor Rickton throwing every known Leaguesman in the catacombs? In my day, things were simple. A Redguard was loyal to the king, and that was that. All this newfangled politics, crowns and forebears, Restless League, not for me.
That's understandable. I was like, man, back in my day, politics weren't important.
You're in charge of this bell tower?
Don't want to be, but I'm stuck with it. Dan Purnell's fault leaves me stuck here while he sits up in the cool breeze and watches London Bay roll by. Does he think I'd like to wave the flag once in a while? Stubborn as a mule he is, and ungrateful to boot.
Purnell?
Purnell? A friend of yours?
Fellow employee?
Friend? Ha! Blind as a bat he is, but will he ever let me wave the flag? No! Too stuffy down there, he says. You fall off the chair, he says. Always something stupid. Now he's gone and broken the bell. Don't know why I put up with it.
He broke the bell?
I'm not sure I follow you. What flag do you mean?
We're supposed to trade off. One of us watches for ships, waves the flag when he sees one, then the other rings the bell to let people know.
Is that how it works? Oh, is it crashing on me? It seems like it's crashing on me. That's not good. Okay, yeah, it's completely crashed on me. That's unfortunate. Oh no! Okay, well, since it's crashed on me, and it's, not deciding to play nice anymore, I think what I'm gonna go ahead and do, tab in and out of it, I mean, maybe. It doesn't seem to be helping. Yeah, it's completely... The music has stopped, everything. Okay. Okay. I was enjoying his banter too. I know, right? I like his voice. Okay, but I think I'm going to go ahead and call it a night here. It's been about 3 hours. Yeah, it's about 3 hours. Okay, so hopefully... Alright, so the game seems to be functioning, which is cool. I like that. It's the most interesting voice we found so far. I agree. I like that guy's voice. I'm going to go ahead and switch over to... Alright. So that was I think that was a fun introduction. The game is better than I initially thought. I say better, but like I haven't really done a whole lot. It was like 3 hours of just talking to people, which I am totally cool with. Most worst voice, you know the one. Oh yeah, fucking the lady. Mariah, I think her name was. I don't remember. It's a very, it was a very grating voice. But the, I think you need to invert the text direction on YouTube for your screen. Yeah, I need to figure out how to do that. I had to get all of this stuff done in CSS, so we'll see if I can. I'll see if I can change that relatively soon, because that should be a little bit easier now that I've got most of the stuff figured out and what I want to do. But other than that, I think that this is probably going to be. This is probably. This should be the way that it is for a while. So Twitch output seems to be working fine. I'm hoping that this doesn't seem like it's been any different from when I was using Restream. I don't know CSS outside of shooting terrorists. Oh, yeah, fucking Counter-Strike. Yeah, no. It's I used initially a one website that like generates the CSS based on your customization, and then you just paste the code into whatever you're working with. And then I had to use ChatGPT to edit it in a particular way, so that I could make it a little bit more, so that I could change how it was. I might still go back and like change like the font size and stuff like that. We'll see. I needed to fuck with it to make it so that it would actually continue to display the text without like deleting it instantly. Oh, sorry, I had to sneeze there. Oh, okay. It seems you got away with it. It seems to be working properly, so we'll see. But yeah, so that was the intro to Redguard. I'm gonna do a little bit of googling so that I can have some direction for the next stream, so that I can have kind of some idea where I should go to do one thing, then the next, then the next. Because I feel like we did a lot of talking, and while I find all that super interesting, it's not a, it's just conversation. It's just like, okay, I'm just talking to people. You know, can I stop camping out in the Harry Potter stream now? I think I don't know if I actually deleted the Harry Potter stream or not. That game needs to get completely reinstalled and fixed and everything. Otherwise, because as it stands, that game just doesn't even boot, which I think is insane because I got it working before. I should have just done it right after I got it working, honestly. It was nice to have a chat room. You know, maybe I should just set up one so that it's just like I can type stuff there. I don't know. The video may be removed, but I'm still there. That's kind of hilarious, actually, because I don't know if anyone else can access it now. Okay, but anyways, I'm gonna hop off tonight, guys. I had a good time hanging out with you. I hope you had a good time hanging out with me. We'll be back tomorrow. We're gonna be going back to Baldur's Gate for tomorrow. Maintaining our thing. We missed Weeb Wednesday this week because I was busy trying to unfuck my entire situation. It was a huge pain in the ass to try and find a way to multi-stream without using Restream. And then like all of the issues where I had to redo every single one of my scenes to change my chat windows so that I could do it. The whole thing actually made me consider just dropping Twitch altogether. Because I don't get viewers on Twitch. At least not consistent ones. Like I think, like if I look real quick, if I go to my analytics, if I go to my overview, I average 0.9 viewers, and it'll be like 1 average viewer, 1.7 average viewers on Twitch, and it's like this is over the course of probably I could probably do it to my start date being from the beginning. Like if I just go for 2 years, my average viewers is 1.1 for over the course of 2 years after 1,000 hours streamed, which I think is kind of sad. I've considered shuttering Twitch altogether because I just don't get viewers there. It's an uphill battle, I guess. I mean, yeah, it is I do like multi-streaming though, because on the occasion, if for by some chance somebody prefers Twitch, which I don't know why you would at this point, but if by some chance someone does, then that could be the way to that could be. I like having it as an option. But yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna hop off now. I hope you guys have a good rest of your days, mornings, evenings, nights, whatever it might be, wherever you are in the world. We'll be back tomorrow with some Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition. And I'm gonna try to get some info on what to do next for Redguard. And we're gonna do Redguard until I figure out how to fix Harry Potter, and then I'll do Harry Potter until I get Alice, American McGee's Alice working. We'll see. Have a good one, guys. Good night. Bye. Thanks for watching.